Ace.
What's up? How's it going?
Man, it's going pretty good, man.
Good, good, good. I'm just about to bask in our. Anyway, hey, just to let you guys know we're live. Um,
Oh, okay.
I'm about to bask in our team flight glory right now. I'm just about to. I had to. I wasn't gonna. I was gonna wait till like after I'll do this like to turn on the stream, but I'm like, nah, I'm good. Let me just bask in our team flight glory. I wanted to make sure that I captured this on stream here. Oh, that beep is really loud, Aqua.
Oh, no, sorry. I have my Switch close to me, that's all.
Oh, okay.
I just turned it down.
Thank you. Appreciate that. What's up, everyone, to the chat? I know there's quite a number of people watching already, but yeah, we're going to start up pretty soon here. I just want to make sure that we get this in here about the Splatfest results. So, let's go ahead.
Okay, gotta brag.
Let's see let's see which team was the most popular. All right, so I think Team Invisibility won that one. All right, so 49 to 51, Team Invisibility. All right. All right. But now what matters, the popularity is not everything. Let's see which team won the most battles, and that was 55 solo, 52 team. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. What up, NWO Sniper? Thanks for coming to the stream, man. Yeah, I'm ready to have a little bit of fun too. I just want to make sure that Team Flight Boys knew that we take it off. You know, we're not Team Rocket. We're not Team Rocket. We go blasting off, but not again. We just blast off. You know, we blast off when we want to. You know.
I have 48 snows so far. They didn't give me anything for the first Splatfest. Did you check in late or something? Or? No, I checked in right after results. That's weird. I would have I don't know what you can do, but...
What up, Walter Tarantino? How's it going, Walter, in the chat?
I mean, are they supposed to be for the first Splatfest, or is that just... Oh, yeah. What, no, from the very first one? You mean the cake versus ice cream? Yeah.
No, we didn't get nothing for that.
Yeah, there was nothing for that. Oh, okay.
That was just a test. That was just a test.
Oh. Okay.
What's up, Sweeney?
What up? How we doing?
Good, we're good. How you doing today, man?
Pretty good. I just had a little last-minute fantasy football draft. My friend asked me to sub in for him.
You're the commish, right? In your
that's for my work league, but this one is like a friend of mine from college texted me saying like an hour before the draft, like, "Hey, I'm going to be busy. Can you sub in for me?" I'm like, "I guess."
Oh god. If he's gonna blame you for everything that goes wrong, because everything always goes wrong during fantasy football. Like,
maybe he came in like after the first or second round, and I pretty helped coach him like through at least like 6 or 7 rounds, so he should be set.
He should be good. What's the running back situation you got? Well, you know what? Today's fantasy football is different because running backs aren't as. I mean, they are still big, but they're not as big as they used to be. You know what I'm saying? Like.
They still make a big difference.
Yeah, they still
for
make
me. Like for example, last year, the running backs that I had were all injured by week 2.
Oh man!
So I lost like the 3 main running backs I drafted. They all got injured. And
the problem though with running backs is that like running backs in today's league, it's like there's always splitting time and they're always hurt.
Yeah.
Like Ezekiel Elliott is like the exception to like pretty much every. I mean, before Ezekiel,
like
who was
the only
it?
exceptions are like Zeke, Le'Veon Bell, David Johnson.
But even Le'Veon's been hurt every now and then. You know what I'm saying? But like, there's very few. Like when fantasy football started getting going, I mean, like let's say like mid 2000s, late. I mean, you had like LT. I mean, you had a number of backs that were just like workhorses. You know what I'm saying? Like they would just get. Like, you had Chris Johnson. You had Maurice Jones-Drew. Like you had backs that were. They were always there, you know what I'm saying? Like, they'll get you 15, 16 touchdowns every year, no problem. But now it's like, you gotta, like, flip a coin with backs. Like, Devontae Freeman, you've gotta be kidding me. Like, and he's
literally, last year, my running back situation was so bad, I had James White and Deion Lewis on the Pats. And it was literally flip a coin every single week, and 80% of the time, I got it wrong.
Yeah, and that's the problem. Like when you have those split, like, and that's what the whole league is doing now for the most part. There's very few, single backs anymore, so it's tough. I mean, you need them. Obviously, you need them because they're gonna get touchdowns. But it's like it's so tough to predict. Like you know, like I remember I was playing fantasy football. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go with Derrick Henry. I think Derrick Henry, you know, he's really gonna step up because he's the, you know, he's a big old dude. He's on the Titans. Like DeMarco Murray's getting kind of old. All of a sudden, DeMarco Murray gets all the touches. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, this guy Derrick Henry's like 6'3", 250 pounds, and runs a 4.5 40. It's like, how is he not the starter? Like, what the hell? He's like gigantic.
So you have DeMarco Murray, who's still a beast.
But Derrick Henry, he looks like he can like eat you. It's like, like did you see him standing next to what's his face, Mark Ingram? Like, because like they both went to Alabama and like they had a game and like Mark Ingram was one of like the honorary captains and he was standing next to Derrick Henry and Mark Henry looked like a little child compared to like,
I can imagine.
And that was the Heisman winner. Like you know, Mark Ingram was a Heisman winner. He was really good. I mean, and he's pretty good back for the Saints. So it was just like, I was like, oh, I gotta draft this guy. I gotta draft him. But anyway, let me buy some gear real quick and then we'll get going.
Are you gonna do any Samurai today?
You guys want to do Samurai? We can do Samurai.
That's up to y'all. I've been in it for a little while now.
Yeah, we'll get some in later in the night.
Okay.
Oh, I got a stupid hat.
Oh, it's so cute.
I got a stupid hat.
I just hit 1,200, so I'm pretty happy with Salmon Run. It's actually been a good day
For Samurai?
for Salmon Run. Yeah,
Mm.
it's not been too bad. Are y'all listening to that?
I already bought this.
All right, good bonuses.
Alright, let's roll. Alright, you guys can just join up. So, yeah, Natasha, I thought Natasha was going to join us today for, but she said that she's currently, she's trying to get better at Mario Kart. She's trying to get better at Mario Kart.
Well, I need to do that too. I've been playing most of the day. I played Akatsuno, so.
Yeah. Here's the thing, Natasha, here's the thing. Sometimes, even with Splatoon, sometimes you just gotta throw yourself in the fire. You know what I'm saying? Just throw yourself in there and hopefully, you hope for the best, you know? That's what I did. Remember those first few times I streamed Splatoon 2?
Oh yeah, you're horrible.
Oh man, not looking good. Not looking good. So sometimes you just have to throw it in there, and then once you actually start playing, and then you realize, okay, well the sensitivity's too high. Oh well, it's too low. Okay, well, and you guys can try to join my game. Then
it's full.
Okay, you start noticing things like, you know, once you start playing, you start noticing what weapons, you know, are going to, like, what you're gonna want. Like what was I using? I was using like a roller. I was using like just like a normal splatter shot. I was using all these different weapons until I figured out that dualies is what I want to use. And then once you figure out that, then you're good. I haven't switched off dualies since, so. But yeah, you got to get better at Mario Kart. We'll be playing Mario Kart tomorrow, so you guys look forward to that too.
Oh man, yeah, I better practice tomorrow.
Yeah, practice. Like I said, at some point it just becomes muscle memory with Mario Kart, and then you kind of like, I barely even pay attention when I play. I just
That's sad
play.
because I'm like, I don't even know what each course is, right?
Yeah, it's hard to even have fun when you're getting hit with everything, and then you don't even know what like each course is. Like that sucks. That's not fun at all.
Killed some dude with a slosher. Holy cow!
You sloshed a dude?
No, I killed a guy using a slosher.
Oh.
Yeah, that's
More impressive.
that's happy. Yeah, that's happy time right there.
I thought you meant you sloshed first. I was like, that's not that impressive.
Yeah,
Okay.
like, who cares, man?
Someone from behind, of course, the slosher. God, screw this weapon. I really do hate. I mean, he was from behind, so it doesn't matter what weapon he had, but still, like, I really don't like it.
Well, hopefully it gets nerfed then.
I know. Hopefully the patch is coming Friday, but I don't know if it's gonna nerf the slosher.
We can hope.
I'm trying this one.
So OP.
Well, just the fact that, I mean, Slosher, it's got ink armor, it has, what's its, sub? Burst bombs?
I think it's curling bombs.
Still,
No,
that's
not.
insane.
I don't have a problem with the sub range. I just have a problem with the power.
I think what is the worst is like the slosher has more range than you would expect.
Yeah, the range just needs to be cut in like at least by a third. I would say at least a 30% cut on the range, and I'd be okay with that.
Yeah.
Like, how far can you really throw a bucket of paint?
Exactly.
Well, it's further than the arrow spray and further than most of the dualies. It's crazy.
It's just too good.
And it's a one-shot kill. It's insane.
Yeah, I don't know what Nintendo is thinking. Especially this isn't Splatoon 1. This is Splatoon 2. They know these type of things. I'm not really sure what's going on, you know. And these people really stink. Sorry. But it's okay. They're probably learning. They're probably new at the game too. So. Like every week, this game sells like ridiculous amounts. So you get new people all the time.
It's a good
Yeah,
game.
that's true. It's a great game. Ooh, look at that.
I'm surprised they got to 36%, to be honest. I was like never even in like the only time that I died was when I got hit with a slosher from behind, and then I had to close my door because my daughter was going berserk out there, and like I got hit when I was closing my door. Those are the 2 times I died. But other than that, it was just. Oh, well, she's a single child, so she's always crying about something, man.
Oh, they had 2 people missing. That man had.
Oh, they had 2 people missing. Well, the people had no skill that even in the one-on-one matches, they weren't really.
Well, one of the guys that was missing was actually the dude with the bucket. So there you go.
Oh, okay.
I heard you guys talking about
It's like, oh,
Okay.
they don't like me. I'm leaving.
Oh, most of you guys got in on this one. That's good.
Yo.
What's up? Blood.
Oh, I got a profile picture finally.
What's up, Ataki teacher? How's it going, man?
Yeah. I finally got a profile picture. I'm just kind of lazy about that, so I decided to find something.
All right, hey, that works, man.
Were you there for my rant on people with no profile pictures?
Yeah, I mean,
I wasn't talking about you though. I wasn't talking about
no,
you.
I know. Well, I had a picture on there anyway, so it's okay.
Oh,
It's not
okay.
on Discord. It was a
Okay.
stock Windows picture though.
I went on like an epic rant on this one guy that was like a troll on my channel that didn't have.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that was awesome.
where I had like a bunch of parents contact me and tell me to stop.
Seriously?
Yeah, I had about at least. I would probably say over the course of like the next week or so, I'd probably say I had at least 3 or 4 parents contact me via voice, by the way.
Wow.
Yeah, via like Discord to talk about things about that because their kids were watching, and then another DMs like various social media DMs and things like that. So yeah, I had to implement the new rules in terms of it.
Yeah.
That's the
Well,
dude
that
that
was
was telling
funny,
us
man.
something.
So screw those people.
You saying he was so ugly and everything?
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah, that was great, man. I was laughing my head off.
Yeah, I thought it was funny too, but
Oh, it was.
yeah.
Absolutely.
I'm
Some people
going
just
through
don't
that
like
in my mind right now. It's so funny.
Yeah, so can't do that anymore.
Damn it, that was great, man. That was like
Rose?
great takedown.
What's wrong, Zelda?
Oh, I got double team.
Sorry, OJ.
Oh, it's all good. It's all good. You gotta do what you gotta do to win. Oh, I went right into. I jumped right into that.
I saw that.
I literally jumped. We're getting absolutely crushed.
Well, I think Zelda's used to seeing me have a little bit less range, so he like tried to bait me in, and I got duels when I squelchers. He used to see me rock that arrow spray, so.
Oh god, I can't join into it right now.
Damn it.
Someone was damaging controlling the slosher in the comments on your video.
Oh yeah. Everybody was all like,
How do you get a damage control the slosher? Like, how? The thing doing the most damage is the slosher.
Probably uses it probably.
Actually, I picked the wrong weapon.
Yeah, did you pick the regular slosher?
Flick.
Yeah, that new one. I didn't mean to pick that one. I
Oh,
wanted
the
to try
sloshing
that
machine?
one.
It's actually pretty good too.
I wanted to try that one.
Here's the thing. I already knew there'd be people who damage control the slosher. I mean, there's people anytime you get anything, like for example, like back when like Smash Brothers came out, like when Diddy was broken, there's people who damage control Diddy. Oh, he's not broken. You just gotta learn the matchup. Bayonetta. Oh, you just gotta learn the matchup. No, Bayonetta's really hard to fight against. She's ridiculous.
Yeah, she's OP.
Yeah, she's OP. She's ridiculously OP in Smash Brothers, and then there's always people that try to come on and say, no, and it's like, okay, well, is there a reason why you had guys who never won majors or who never got top 8s? They pick Bayonetta, then all of a sudden they're top contenders. All of a sudden they're top contenders in Super Smash Brothers. That's ridiculous.
You know, don't they ban Bayonetta in some tournaments?
No, Bayonetta hasn't been banned yet. Bayonetta hasn't been banned. The last time there was a ban was like Meta Knight. He was banned, but then he was unbanned. So, and I think no, they never fixed Meta Knight in Brawl. They never fixed him, but just the tournament organizers like banned him for a little bit, but then unbanned him because it was like nobody came to the tournaments. So then they unbanned him because everyone used Meta Knight in Brawl. Yeah, and then.
These guys are like, how dare you criticize my unfair advantage? How dare you, sir?
And then like in Melee, there was some tournaments that banned the ice climbers.
Oh
because you can wobble with them. Like you can just like infinite grab. Like if it like syncs up, you can infinite grab. So some places banned ices, but then they just let them back though. And like wobbling, like it's all legal now. Like, and it's funny thing. Wobbling is so cheap, but I love it when it happens. Like I absolutely when I'm watching a tournament and like Chudat, like he's like the top ice climbers player. Like when he gets a wobble, I'm like, oh yeah, I get hyped. But if I was fighting against that, I would hate that. I would hate it so much. But watching it, it's awesome.
My team is not gonna win. What color are you guys? Purple? Yeah, purple's gonna win, man.
We got Sumi on the team right here. Who else we got? I wasn't paying attention.
We got a sniper on our team. Unless he's really good, we're gonna lose.
No, he's not. I just killed him, and he missed me 3 times.
We got my boy. Ro Easy on here. Ro Easy needs to join in the Discord. Maybe he can.
Oh, is he the dude with the dreads?
Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah.
Dread dude, yeah.
You're Dread
love
dude.
dreads.
Dread dude. Yeah, you got some pretty cool dreads.
Dude, if I could grow dreads, it would just be the awesomest thing.
You can buy some.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm
all
that
cool,
into them.
Until you start getting like a spider in your hair, though.
Yeah,
There was the guy going to school, like in last year high school. He had dread, and he got a rather large spider in there, and then he said, "I'm never doing that ever again."
Nice. Oh, not nice.
It was like 6-7 months into it though, but he was close to cut them up anyway. They get too long and too brittle.
Yeah, I have to cut off. I used to have really long hair. I have to cut that off. I have taken care of it.
Haha, I finally got somebody. Chris,
Yeah,
Chris, I'm
getting
stuck in
greedy.
my zone. Yeah, you were getting greedy. So. Oh, he's coming up on me though. OJ.
Yeah.
I bet it's OJ. Yeah.
But it's OJ.
Yeah. His stream, I ought to let him win, huh?
Yeah.
What's this guy doing? Trying to snipe me. Just take cover.
Yeah, this guy's not the best sniper in the world.
I don't know about snipers in this game, man. I don't know. It just seems.
I've never
It's
really.
only good on some objectives, I imagine.
And I've seen them. Some are really good. Yeah, some are real good. If you get into a good one, then one day, dude, we were playing Muscle Forge Fitness. And I saw 3 snipers on the other side. And I'm like, oh, there's ought to be a cakewalk. They took up positions on that far side, beyond the grate on Muscle Forge.
Yeah.
And they tore us up, dude.
They were playing American Sniper. They were
Yeah, man, they were awesome.
They were playing Sniper Elite.
We were a little greedy up there.
To get this one, you gotta keep going from the back.
Yeah.
Going left to right. Unless they're like really,
Well, when there's 3 of them, yeah, and they were like on us. They were zoned in. These were really good snipers. That was a horrible game. Spent the whole time killed like 12 times.
Son told me Ultra's coming.
Ultra's coming?
I can just feel it.
You just feel it?
That's. I'm surprised. I'm surprised we didn't win bigger than that.
I think it's because we all like catered to that one side until we got behind.
Oh, they lost Jimmy.
Yeah, well, Jimmy wasn't very good.
Little Jimmy probably has school.
Little Jimmy.
Little Jimmy got school tomorrow, man. Or the
He's
parental
only level 3, dude. He got a splatter shot junior.
the parental control app went off and shut down his Switch. It's like time's up. Off.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll talk to our truth for a while, probably. That's from wrestling.
And Mario Rabbids is a dick meat.
Oh man.
Oh yeah.
I got bodied though. I got bodied today, but I figured it out off stream though. That one part where I put.
Yeah, I'm pretty much done almost. Just gotta do the last world. There's secret mission.
Ooh.
Wish I had more
So
time to
many,
play the game.
so many dually sculptures on this game.
Yeah.
Some of the funniest things in Marvel Subscribers, like when one of the characters has like the intercept shot ability, like there's like 2 or 3 of them.
Yeah.
Once you can like do 2 of them or 3 in a row, and it's like they move and you fire like 1 time, you get shot back in the air, and then you can fire again. It's like 1 shot's not enough. You have to do 2 or 3.
Wow, why like I just done it?
Okay, I wasn't even in the circle. That's stupid.
I was watching it all from up top.
I wasn't even in the circle. Whatever.
Hey, have you noticed they boarded up the shortcuts?
You did?
Yeah.
What shortcuts? I didn't know those before.
Like when you first come on, it just straight up. They boarded up.
Yeah. Yeah, Jesus.
Okay, there's lag. I don't see how I'm not hitting him. It's so.
There's no lag. You just
Sick
killed
right
me.
now.
Oh, one of that guys is standing there.
Yeah, this idiot.
Oof. I got sloshed.
Oh, OJ. It's a sneak attack.
I just came out of nowhere.
I was all aiming down.
Okay, that was a stupid pistol one, man.
Yeah, it worked.
Dude, this guy, now he's facing to the left. First he was facing straight, now he's facing to the left.
At least change directions.
Oh, slosher coming. Ooh.
Ooh, no, that's not good. Slasher is not a good match.
On the other side of the base. How did y'all not get more? You had one guy not doing anything. You had one guy not doing absolutely nothing the whole match. He should be like banned from the game forever. Fraud.
You can report him for inactivity if he really wasn't doing anything.
Oh, he really wasn't doing anything. Get this guy the hell off of our team.
He just stand at the base. I guess he saw too many 45s and 30s.
And a 12.
Yeah, every time there's like a high level player, especially when I'm playing by myself, a lot of my guys always just want on that.
Huh.
What's up to everyone in the chat? How you guys doing? Thanks for coming out to the stream. We are playing Splatoon 2.
Woo!
Woo!
We're dropping a deuce on this. Player Essence Village.
Oh God! Please keep it clean in here, please.
I want more value.
We've got plenty of bathrooms here. It's all good, man. You just use the restroom. Use the restroom. What was I about to say? Oh yeah, Mario Kart 8 tomorrow. So if you guys are interested, make sure you check out the Patreon page. Drop any amount, and I'll get you in. We also have a Super Nintendo Classic giveaway. At 40,000 subscribers, we'll be giving that away too. So let your friends and kiddos know. Subscribe to my channel. All right, let's win this one. Let's try at least. What's up? Oh, Mario Kart 8? I hope so. That'd be awesome.
If she did, she's just gonna donate it right back to you, I bet.
She's like, oh, thanks for the tournament, but here you go. You can take all this back. Yeah, like the end of the month, like that'd be cool if she did win the tournament. That'd be funny. But she's actually oh, never mind. I won't say that. But she's not a Patreon member, but only because of her own reasons, which she's talked to me about. But yeah, she's not a Patreon member, but she'd still be eligible. I wouldn't care if she wanted to do it. It'd be fine.
Oh yeah,
I think she's donated enough more money than any
I
of
think
us
she's
here on the
more than qualified.
Exactly. She's so nice. I don't think she'll care if I say this, but she's so nice. She's like, hey, I didn't sign up for Patreon just because I don't want to make it seem like if I'm trying to take anything from you. And I'm like, oh my gosh, she's like the nice, because like I have rewards and stuff, you know. She's like, I don't want to make it seem as if I don't want any rewards. I'm like, that's ridiculously nice.
That is.
Like that's fine. Just like the fact that you even heck just watch. To be honest, like just watching helps. I mean, every little bit helps, obviously, but just watching, sharing the stream, all that stuff helps.
Yeah.
So I mean, if you can help, you know, doing this, that's cool. But also, just watching the stream is cool.
I don't know that.
For those. I know. I was gonna say Alexa. She just starts. Sometimes she wants to get into conversation.
I think Mark Bryan, by my count, is given the second most.
Yeah, he's given it time. He's given it time. Although hopefully he's feeling good, man, because he's been not feeling good lately. So and like today on Twitter, he said that he was.
I think I'm third place. I don't know, maybe.
Yeah, probably. Either way, I appreciate all the support, guys. Really do.
I know. Everybody's counting our thing.
I know. I really do appreciate it. I want you guys to know that I do appreciate it.
I do the page run because otherwise I wouldn't be able to get money reliably anyways. Because I'm not very good at remembering that stuff.
Yeah, it's all good, man. I do appreciate each and every one of you guys. It's really nice to have a cool community. I remember, especially because last time I tried this, it really failed. So I'm glad that it didn't fail so bad.
Well, Pink, we are losing.
Pink?
Pink, yeah, we're losing.
Yeah, we're not winning. Yeah, probably.
What we got? Pasted.
I'm gonna guess we had to lose at some point.
Now true.
We'll let OJ feel a little better.
Yeah. Thank you, guys.
OJ needs to win sometimes.
I appreciate that. Even though Team Flight Boys, we were...
Word.
Team Flight Boys, we were rolling, man.
Oh, yeah.
It would have been nice. Sweeney, you weren't there for that, were you? For that live stream? That last live stream on Saturday?
No.
Oh man, it was epic.
Yes.
It was so epic. We missed you, man. I know you weren't gonna be able to make it, but because it was kind of like last notice. Because like I was at my mom's house, and I was like, oh, the Splatfest. Because my brother was he only comes like a few times a year. And my brother was there. He's pretty good at Splatoon too. Like he taught me a lot of stuff with like scrubbing the weapons and all that. And like he said, hey, you got to start doing that Splatfest just so you can kind of scrub the gear so you can get the stuff. You know, it's like a lot cheaper. I'm like, okay. So we were playing it there at my mom's house. But then I was like, oh, I need to stream. Like, I really need to stream this just because it's like the last day. Because I looked at it, I was like, oh, doesn't it go till tomorrow? I thought it goes till Sunday. But no, it goes till Saturday. So it was like last second because I wasn't gonna stream it on Saturday. But I was like, oh my gosh, I got to go home and stream this. So yeah, and it was like it was pretty epic, man. It was awesome.
I changed weapons, so.
Well, you posted that on the Patreon page, right?
Yeah, I did that.
Okay.
It was,
I'll check that out at work tomorrow. I'll put that in my background.
yeah, it was long. It was like 3-hour stream almost, so it was a good long stream. It was it was fun.
Enough to kill you. Apparently you need more than one.
There are 2 splashdowns in one.
Sploosh medic.
Oh god. I couldn't do anything. Freaking slosh machine right there in my face.
I think I was leaping before they even see where people are. Leaping right into the fire.
Stinging jetpack. Splattin.
His name is Get Wrecked. He's just getting wrecked. All he can do is getting wrecked.
Well, I think I lost this one.
Oh, I got one more kill at the end there.
So did OJ.
Yeah, that was a pretty big victory there. It's strange. Oh. Dang, 13 swing? Nice. It's
I
pretty
felt
good.
like Muhammad Ali up there at the platform there. I was dodging
I
shots
saw
and
you,
he couldn't hit
man.
me.
I saw you, man. You were just like bobbing and weaving out of there, man. It was pretty cool.
Hopefully I can join you guys next game.
Oh, you got kicked out?
Nah, I went and changed weapons.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Nah, I'm probably gonna make it in the CE matchmaking already.
There's still 3 slots open.
Okay, hopefully I can get in.
I want to change my
One slot open.
Well, that's not gonna happen then.
you're not getting in.
Oh, we got a rookie. Let's have fun.
Unless he's on our team. Depending on whose team. What's his name? Hyper Rage?
Yeah, Hyper Rage.
Oh boy, he's gonna have fun.
Yep.
Yeah.
Stuck with him.
Hey, he might be good. He might be good.
Yeah,
you
maybe
never
he's a
know.
Wii U veteran.
Yeah, I know. It was like Nintendo Ultra. As soon as he started playing the game, because he was so good in Splatoon 1, it didn't matter what level he was at. He just came out dominating. So maybe he's good, man. Maybe he's good. We gotta see.
Yeah, my first 10 games were 9-1.
Nice. I mean, if you played the Wii U version, you should be pretty good. Like, if you were good at that one, I wasn't good at the Wii U version, so.
Yeah.
Oh, I wasn't ready.
Let's switch weapons one more time. Used to be my main. Man, I am tired.
I know, I ran away, Sweeney. I know I ran like a little punk. I totally ran away so fast. I was like, oh, Sweeney, run!
I got Monty Python and the Holy Grail. Run away! Run away!
Pretty much. I was like, I got range on him. If I get him close, he's gonna body me. I gotta run.
Alright, we attack on the count of 3. 1, 2, 5. FIFA, 3!
I feel so bad.
Well, that's what you do. If you have better range, back off and shoot it.
Go instantly.
That's the one thing you can't do with the arrow spray. I love arrow spray, man. Unless you get right up on somebody.
I don't like the tentacle splatter shot either. That gun's stupid too. I don't care what anyone says. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it.
What about the regular splatter shot?
I don't like that one either.
Oh, okay.
They all suck.
The Sweeney's basically using this splatter shot.
It just looks cool.
Yeah, it just looks cool. Well, I'm waiting for the preview for this one, the review here.
Oh god, yeah, we suck.
There it is.
I didn't play
Oh,
it.
sweetie.
Light in the water, that was awesome.
I didn't play very well.
Oh, nice try. If only I had the second screen, I would have seen you back here a little earlier.
With only the second screen experience.
I know, right? This game is so much worse without that second screen.
I remember, what was it? I remember when I was talking with Retro about this, and I remember he was adamant that there was no way that Splatoon was coming to the Switch because of the second screen. He was adamant, he was like, there's no way they can do it without the second screen experience. There's no way. I was like, all right, dude. It was when I put up that video, I put up the video where I got a source that said that Splatoon, either in an up-res or a upgraded port. Yeah, he's a newbie. I didn't do much better though, but yeah, I put up that video saying oh yeah, we're gonna get into Splatoon fairly early in the life of the Switch, they're working on it, and he was like, no, there's no way. I'm like, all right, dude, I just felt like there was a lot of Nintendo fans. There was a lot of fans who felt that the Wii U second experience just wouldn't be able to handle all these ports, some of these ports that we were getting. Oh, there's no way they can do it. There's no way they can do Mario Maker. Or there's no way they can do do Splatoon. I'm like, dude, that's insulting to Nintendo's developers for you to say that. That's really
Nintendo
insulting.
works magic.
Yeah, I mean, and it's not even any game can be played on a single screen experience. I mean, it just needs to be programmed differently.
Yeah.
Well, everybody was talking about Pokemon going back to a single screen. I'm pretty sure they can do it.
Yeah, they did it. It used to be single screen.
You ever played the Game Boy once?
Game Boy,
Yeah.
Game Boy Advance.
These kids are just too spoiled.
I got Izzy, but I got OJ'd after that.
Yeah, we were just both there. I just happened to come down and got one.
Well, I'm feeling nostalgic. I busted out the old Inzap.
My friend in Florida just got a hurricane one.
Yeah. Yeah, that's supposed to be a hurricane.
Well, God bless him. I hope it works out all right.
Yeah, another one, man. This hurricane's coming.
Well, she said it might work to the last moment to see how bad it is. I thought she put out now.
Come on, just get out now, man. Oh, there's no long lines. There's still gas.
That was fun, okay.
But I was in school in New Jersey when Hurricane Irene and Hurricane Sandy hit, and my school was in the same town as the place that has the Cake Boss, you know, like that show?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
So before each hurricane, both times I got a cake, and we just chowed on that the entire time.
That was the best cake ever.
It was so good.
That dude makes some pretty OG. He makes some OG cakes, man. That dude.
I think the best part was like we bought it the day before, and that day like we completely forgot we had it until like 11:30 like in like a.m.
That's
Like, wait, we got cake, and we were all surprised. We're like, oh, this is the best day ever.
Stuck in a corner.
With a roller? That's always fun.
Nah, it was okay, I think.
Yeah, I couldn't finish it. Hey.
Double teams.
Did we get a last push there?
Yeah, I think so. You guys got that.
We got under the bridge.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's close.
Ooh, that was a good one.
What's up, TG Lopez? How you doing, man?
I got gear spinning. Let's see what we get. Nothing good. Dude, I gotta tell y'all this, man. I rolled 3 ink resistances on my stupid Splatfest t-shirt. It was pure ink resistance.
Dude.
I was so mad.
Well,
So mad.
you scrubbed it, right? At least you got 3
Yeah.
of them, yeah?
Yeah, man, I got 3 of them, but I mean, I had a piece of pure
Get
gear
your
for
10 to put 1.
Yeah. It was just so. Oh, Hyper Rage is back.
So, apparently, how did he come back? What?
Somebody.
He wanted back.
Is he back? Is he? That's interesting.
He's still level 1 though.
Yeah, he's still level 1.
And of course.
Yeah, he's on our team.
Of course. No, it's all good. I think he's gonna do much better. He's learning. Let's go.
You know, history repeats itself.
Yeah, but sometimes history doesn't repeat itself. sometimes
Everyone's still wild.
Sometimes it's different.
Maybe he's better.
Sweetie,
now.
what
He's
was
better
that?
at practice.
I was trying to be fun.
Better than that.
It works on OJ at least.
Oh, screw you.
OJ, I'm sorry, but like now that fantasy football is up, my smack talk is up on like a level 9 at all times.
You're in a fraternity, so all you guys talk too much anyway. You know what I'm saying? A lot of you frat bros talk too much anyway, so it's all good. I understand.
Words have been said.
But it's the truth, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've hung out with frat dudes before. I know. I mean, heck, the football team. We talk. Football guys talk a lot too. So trust me, I can take it.
Yeah, you can take it, but you can't kill me like I just killed you there. Jeez.
Okay. Well, we'll see what happens the rest of the way here.
Ah,
It looks like you'll die.
dude, I hate the Octo Brush so much.
I remember when I was at Fresno State, there was the funniest story that I had with the fraternities. There are these major, there's like these 3 black fraternities. But I just called them the red dudes, the blue dudes, and the purple dudes. And I don't remember the names of them. And they were so funny because they each had their own little thing that they did that was just like really weird. So like the red dudes would carry around candy canes and flip candy canes around school. You know, like the peanut guy or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like they would like flip it around like that dude. And then the purple dudes would dance, like crazy dancing. I gotta show you guys this dance, man. It was crazy. I mean, the blue dudes were just like, they were like weird, just weirdos. You know what I'm saying? Like they were just absolute weirdos. Like the way that they spoke and everything. Like you can barely understand them because they were all from like deep south and like talked like some type of like mix between like Jamaican and like Ebonics. I'm not really sure. So it was
Jamaican's not like deep south. That's like deep, you know.
I know what I'm saying. It felt like, you know, like you ever listen to like Jamaicans speak like they're,
was it like a Creole?
Yeah, exactly. But then you mix that with like some form of like English. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause, like, and it just sounded so weird. But nothing bad about them. I had really fun interactions with them. It was just funny to see all of them like interacting, like someone like you know, someone like me, such a nerd with all those guys. I just thought it was interesting.
Yeah, we lost that one. We tried though. It looks better.
Yeah. It wasn't as bad. It wasn't as.
Sneaking around. It's like the rollers always pop out anyway.
You see, look, Hyper Rage did better this time. Look at that. 3-1 with 516 points this time.
He came in first on you guys' team.
Wait, no, he didn't. Hyper Rage?
Last.
Dead last.
When you start the bond, the only way you can go is up.
Opposite day coming first. They should let him go.
But in the wise words of Ricky Bobby, if you ain't first, you're last.
Ricky Bobby.
Yeah, son, I was high when I said that. That's a funny
My whole life was a lie?
So David or Grant Kirkhope says that if Mario plus Rabbids sells 2 million copies, that the Devante Solani, the guy that cried, that was crying, he'd go around the office naked. So I was like, man, this game gotta sell 2 million copies.
I'm pretty sure it will.
Apparently it's real. If the game sells 2 million copies, dude's gonna run around the office naked. So.
He got suckered into that one. I don't think he realized how good the game was made. He made it.
What's up? No, there's no deadline. Well, you've got to think about it though. What was everyone saying when they first saw the game?
Depends on when he made it.
Exactly. You don't know what the morale of the team was like. The morale was bad, like because people kept on trashing the game. Like it leaked, and then people kept on trashing it before they even freaking gave it a chance.
I know what a-hole.
Always complain about anything that comes out instead of giving it a chance.
Yeah, you still didn't want to give it a chance?
Now there's a big old complaint about the menu card. All of a sudden, menu card up to that point. I mean, you have to install on the PS4 and that stuff.
There's that guy in the stream last night too, that your chat life was being negative.
No, he's always complaining. Like that dude, like I've never heard him talk about anything that he likes in gaming. I've only heard him complain. Like that's the only thing I've heard him do is complain about everything. That's all I've heard him do is complain. So I just let him know. I'm like, dude, like all you do is complain. It's the truth. All he does is complain. You go watch the dude everywhere he goes. All he does is complain about Nintendo, complain about Nintendo fanboys, complain about this, complain. Anybody who says anything that's contrary to what he thinks, he'll be like, oh, white knighting. Like he just all he does is complain. Like that's all he does. So I let him know that that's what all he does is complain.
Well, heaven forbid.
When he gets this place for it on the internet, someone.
Well, I mean, there's nothing wrong with, like, for example, like, I'll complain, like, in my videos, like, okay, the slosher. That's something that you need to complain about. Like, I personally think
that is worth every single complaint.
Yeah, that's something, because it's the actual game. Like, we're talking about the game here. We're not talking about, you know, your opinion on something, like, Trigger. We're talking about something that's actually, like, affects gameplay here. You know what I'm saying? Like, and, like, I'll complain about, like, minigame collections. Like, I don't want a bunch of minigame collections. You know, I want like really big games, you know what I'm saying? Like nice games and everything. So like I complain about that on the Wii U, you know? So I complain about that. So for me, it's like complaining about stuff that actually affects like the actual game, like you know that type of thing. Like if you can get it changed, you know what I'm saying?
They need to change rollers back.
How they work.
Yeah,
Splatoon
well,
1.
without
That vertical leap with all that range. That's like crazy. Killing you in one shot with all that range.
it's pretty crazy. I'm like, that hurt.
That body.
Every time.
Man, I saw a guy on Inkblot Arc Academy, you know that big structure in the middle? There's a dude with a carbon roller that just splatted like my entire team the whole time. They wouldn't try and go down the sides. And if they did go down the sides to try and crawl up the big thing in the middle to hit him, he would just splat them. It was just terrible.
Hey, Hyper Rage 1!
Yeah, he killed me once, man.
Nice, man.
First person, yeah. First person.
I mean, he was still last on your team, but you know.
Hey, he won though.
You
Did
got-
you say that?
You gotta start somewhere. Am I excited for the NFL kickoff? Man, no, because my 49ers are gonna suck. No, I'm not excited. Because my 49ers are gonna. I already know we're gonna suck. We got Brian Hoyer as our starting quarterback. I'm sorry, but that's like a really garbage version of Matt Ryan. Like a really garbage version of Matt Ryan, and he lost the Super Bowl last year. So I mean, like,
I know he choked like crazy.
he choked so. That is the worst choke I have seen in a very long time. The coach choked.
I don't know, Peyton Manning.
That was a work.
What? Yeah, but Peyton's won now, so.
He won 2 Super Bowls.
Yeah.
But the second one is his defense won the game for him.
Okay, but I don't see how Peyton Manning choked as bad. This man, Matt Ryan, fumbled the ball when they were on their side. He just didn't take a sack or just throw it away real quick. This man fumbled and lost a fumble at the. Man, that's the biggest choke I've seen. This dude knows better than to do something like that. He choked. He like super choked.
I will say, so recently the NFL came out with their the Do Your Job Part 2 documentary. It goes about the like the Patriots leading up to the Super Bowl and they're planning ahead. If you're a football fan, I highly suggest watching it because it is insane with how much prep work the coaches actually do. Like the Patriots coaches actually were scouting the referee squad.
Well, they didn't
And,
do
like,
enough.
how they call different plays.
They didn't do enough work freaking calling the plays in the Super Bowl because they're stupid. Why didn't they run the ball like the Falcons? They need to run the ball. They were sitting there passing the ball, and they were in field goal range already. They're idiots. They could have. And same thing with goes with the Seahawks. They're stupid too. That was a big choke as well. That was a huge
What makes
choke.
it worse is that they lost the Pats, man. Come on.
What makes it really bad is that you had the best running back in the league, and you did that. That was a choke. Which one was worse then, guys? The Falcons or the Seahawks? Which one was worse?
Falcons, but I enjoyed both of them.
The Seahawks, I guess the difference is they have won the year before, so they're going to pass on that, I suppose.
Yeah, that's true.
Seriously?
Yeah. Well, I mean, they did win though. They did win a Super Bowl, so I guess it's not
2
as.
years in a row, which hasn't happened in a while.
There's so many of you guys. It's really one of me. Where's the rest of the team?
Don't you love that feeling? Well, you're all alone.
Like, there was 3 yellow people, and I was dead.
Are you guys
Who
missing?
do I shoot?
Are you guys missing someone on your team?
Nope. Just
No.
no one was there.
No, we got Hyper Rage.
You blamed it all on
let's go.
Hyper Rage.
You just blame all of our problems on it.
Yeah, it's always the one dude, right?
Always blame the rookies. Alright, this guy with the rollers is annoying.
Pass or whatever.
What?
Told you.
The guy was literally hiding in the ink at the top of the ramp, and the second you walk up, he would just jump up and then spray you.
They always just come out anywhere.
Ooh, I got top of the board.
Look at that, he got 14
14
kills.
kills.
He got 14, but he was last 'cause he's
Yo!
literally not moving. moving anywhere. He just hugging and was up on something. Bam! Gotcha.
He's a camper. He's camping. He's the type of dude that he'll do really well on the good.
I honestly did not think you could camp in Splatoon, but this just proved.
Oh, you can totally camp. If you have a good team like Turf War, you can totally camp. If your team is pushing and the other team, there's no strategy. Obviously, because nobody's communicating, there's no strategy. You're not playing with the players, and you don't know how the other person plays. Someone can just really do what he did. The dude inked the least amount of turf, had the most amount of kills. Like, he was totally camping.
And now he's on the other team.
Yeah, you guys,
Sweet, he's on my team.
you guys got a little, you guys got a better chance now.
Hopefully, I never feel alone again.
I really need to get to B minus so we can do like the rank. We can squad up and do the ranked battles.
I am not
B
fond
minus
of
in the one with the golden salmon. I can't remember what it's called all of a sudden. The escort one, not the tower.
Tower?
Yeah, I just killed you, homie. You dead now.
What happened?
Oh, I got the roller guy. He was trying to get over here and camp.
Thank you.
Boo! I wanted him to camp. This is from my team. This time.
He'll be back. Oh.
Yeah, I still got you. But the camping noob got me afterwards. Son of a...
Alright, I got Zelda. Of course, he got me too, so there you go.
Oh, this is good. This is competitive.
Oh, OJ, we both got stuck in that
I
corner.
know we did. My bad, dude.
That's funny.
Camp. That's what he does. He just sits there. He just sat back and just kept it. Just came out.
Yeah, you see? Now you know from our side what it's like.
But I told you he was camping even when he was on my team. I said the same thing that dude was camping. He was trying to camp on top of this platform here too.
Oh. Well, you ever swim in the water for no reason?
I always feel like a dumbass trying to do that.
Almost pulled an OJ.
I always dodge roll into the water. Actually, it's not just swim into it. I actually.
Oh, he's back here camping again.
Oh, okay.
And he's in.
I believe it.
No, it's the truth. I dodge roll into the water. Not the same as just swimming.
Pretty easy to do that.
Stupid rollers, man. One shot.
I got him in the end, at least.
Oh,
Thank you, Sweeney.
You're welcome. I feel happy. I can lose happily now.
I did horrible that match.
I think I did
went
too.
well.
Oh, but yeah, if you're pink.
I did not do good.
I was pink.
Should I put my brush away so you guys can win?
It's not that brush.
Yeah, I came in first the last 4 times.
We're at 10 kills, man.
Dude, yeah, he came in last and most kills. Again.
I guess Orchard's not coming.
That's all good. He'll come next time.
He's back because you mentioned that game is not coming to the Switch.
He needs to hold on. The game just launched. Jesus, let them get a dev kit and let them start working on it. That's what I was like. I think obviously he wants the game to come over, but I mean that game looks like they've been working on it for quite some time. So I mean,
Which game is this?
it's like a ab something.
Oh, okay.
It's like it's cell shaded graphics. It's very similar to Zelda style graphics. It's like a customized fighting game.
Yeah, it's like you can create your own like fighting style and stuff like that. So yeah. Oh, why isn't it coming to the Switch? I think it'll come later on. Digital developers says they got games, so let them port it.
He's boycotting his Switch before that game.
Uh-oh, he's back on the
Sony
Sony.
always wins, baby.
Sony always wins, baby. But he said that it's kind of bare bones right now, that there's really nothing to it. So I mean, it would be cool if like they like spruced it up a bit, added more content, and then released it on the Switch once it's like ready.
How do you do that?
Do what?
Get that 360 turn. I just right in front of you. I just said you just turn right.
The gyro.
No. Magic?
Oh, okay. Not the gyro. Magic.
Yeah, I'm not sure if you heard, but I figured out there's microtransactions in the game that gives me an edge.
Are you sure you're not playing Destiny 2? You sure you're not playing Destiny?
I thought it was more like Shadows of War.
Overwatch.
Apparently, well, Overwatch is
Overwatch.
nothing.
No, it's just cosmetics.
It's just cosmetic. Overwatch is stupid. I don't care what anyone says. The game is dumb.
That's always the excuse, right? It's more important, but it's always cosmetic.
I don't see why I would never keep on. There's no benefit to playing that game unless you really like it, right? That's be the only benefit to play. But I just don't. There's like you don't get anything.
You get the satisfaction of winning.
Yeah. Well, that's. I need some progression. There's no progression.
I don't know. I like the satisfaction of winning.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's good enough to play.
Well, there's like a point system in Overwatch or whatever, right? There's like there's ranked points and leveling up and things like that, but there's some type of ranked system that they have. It's just like there's no progression within the actual game, abilities and stuff or anything like that. I think it would be dope if
like regular progression.
Yeah, it would be. I think it'd be dope if you have all these cool looking characters, they got no real progression system in the game, But that's just me. I know a lot of people will probably be like, no, Overwatch is perfect the way it is. So it's just not enough for me to keep playing.
How you like that, Zelda?
I'm sure.
I just wondered if somebody would walk into it. That was good. I just tossed it and thought, oh, maybe I'll get somebody. We need to.
Hey, you can do it too.
I gotta put things on YouTube.
Man, I got outranged by a spider shot and slow.
Yeah, we were all there. There was no way you're gonna be able to get past that situation.
I think we won.
Nah, I thought we. Never mind.
When you're on Zelda team, that's when you know.
I don't know that Hazel did better than you this time. Hazel was first place with a bunch of kills. Man, y'all slaughtered us.
Yeah. Happens.
Yeah.
No big deal.
Yeah. Really, but doesn't that happen? Like sometimes you get bodied, and then sometimes you don't. Sometimes you get bodied.
Yeah.
Like, that's why I don't say anything
Sometimes
afterwards.
you do the body.
Yeah, that's why I don't say anything. Cause it's like probably I'm gonna get destroyed the next game. So it's better just not say anything. I'll just keep playing because that's what happens, man. It just goes back and forth.
To be honest, I stopped caring about how many times I lost. Right when I got to level 30 or whatever, my mom would say.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's me now too.
I used to get really frustrated and aggravated, especially how other people was playing. But I'm still afraid to play rank, but I guess I'll just go second.
It's a little bit better since we're all playing together, So like when you lose, it's like okay, well, whatever.
Well, that's the thing.
The guy I lost.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, when I first started playing, I was really concerned. Like my win record, because it's on Splattin. You can see it.
Well, it's only for last 50 matches, right?
Yeah, last 50 minutes.
Yeah. But at one point, I actually was 38 and 12. And I was like, wow, that's a nice record.
You know what I used to really care about? Like Madden. Like I used to really care about Madden, like my win-loss record, especially like Madden Madden 06 and Madden 05. I was ranked in the top 1,000 in both of those games, and I used to like religiously care about like my win-loss record in those games.
Doing pretty good. How are you?
Hey, I think John Turner's gonna play. I just saw him.
All
going
right.
on. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do we know Diesel or David? Are they anybody in the?
Yeah, David is a pitcher.
Yes, I am.
Son of a.
Oh, you're David. Okay.
Yes, this man's been too talking.
What's up, random dude? How you doing?
Pretty good. Pretty good.
I just have to ask. I don't know everybody.
It's all good. It's all good.
Gotcha. Tag, you're it.
I don't know how you won that one, Sweeney. It looked like he was gonna take care of you right there, man.
Well, with the octopus, you just spray and pray. That's all it is. You got to spray and pray with that thing.
If you're close, you're pretty much done with that thing.
You gotta repay.
Oh, Adam. Stupid Adam Inc.
Why don't you buy more ink?
Buy, you gotta buy ink. 50 cents.
How you coming, sweetie? I saw you coming. I've been here waiting for you.
Dang it, it's taking rockets.
Oh man, I know, I forced you to move. I was gonna lose that one if I didn't do that, man.
Ah.
I think this one will be close.
I think it will be too.
You guys probably got this one.
Nah, Under the Bridge just turned a little more blue.
No, that's more green.
Close.
Oh,
That thing is Under the Bridge, dude. Yeah, I just got splatted under there.
Oh, okay.
Close. Ooh. Yeah, TG Lopez says I straight up cared about a Madden record because, dude, the Madden games you were so invested because they took so long. It would take 45 minutes per game. So
Yeah.
it's like you don't want to play this whole game just to lose. Like, it's not like you can like pad your stats in Madden, dude. So it was serious back then with Madden. Man, it was so serious.
I know.
White versus disability.
I want to see who wins fries versus McNuggets.
I think the McNuggets are probably gonna win.
I think
Why
so
do
too.
they always?
Yeah.
Why does Japan always get the better Splatfest? Come on.
I don't know why, man. The deals
I
that
don't know,
they
flight
do.
visibility was good though.
Yeah, that was pretty
was.
good. Yeah.
It was a lot better than
nice
ketchup
and
and mayo, but I don't know if anything can be better than ketchup and mayo.
Ketchup and mayo was absolutely stupid. That was a dumb. That was really dumb. Like that's just really dumb. Just because it's like you got a lot of kids, man. Kids don't be eating mayo like that. Well, they'd have to have a deal with Coke and
Coke and
Pepsi.
Pepsi.
That'd be expensive.
I'm not even sure either one of them would want that, to be honest.
Yeah.
They might prefer like Dr. Pepper versus Coca-Cola or something.
Even that,
Same
I'm not.
company. It's at least the same company.
It's the same company. Oh, okay, yeah, if it's the same company, then yeah. They'd be okay with that. But even then, some of them might be like, oh, well, we're going to think negatively of this one compared to this one. Try to get out of there like that.
I mean, they should have done. What's the sauce from Rick and Morty that got popular? It's like Shin-Swa.
I don't
You know
want
what I'm talking about?
Szechuan?
What?
Szechuan or whatever?
Yeah, Szechuan. They should do like Szechuan or like special sauce where it's like ketchup and mayo mix that's in Step Brothers.
Why not? Oh, I felt that one.
Oh, Sweeney almost walked into it.
You got Zelda 3 times in a row.
Get the subscription shout out in just a second. There we got Bobby.
I was right behind you, Sweeney. You got away with the time.
I sensed it.
Shout outs to Epic Gaming Dragons for the subscription. Thank you so much, homie. I do appreciate that. Please, everyone in the chat, make Epic Gaming Dragons feel welcome. Get this man an Epic headband.
Way to go, Epic Gaming Dragons. Holy cow, who is Triforce? Who was that dude?
I don't know, but he was killing me like every time.
A winner.
Yeah, 2,511 kills with an arrow spray.
He was just his arrow spray and his freaking multi-bomb layouts thing that he had.
Triforce DGO.
So apparently Ezekiel Elliott is allowed to play week 1, but he's still suspended 6 games afterwards.
Unless
I saw that.
unless it goes to the why is he allowed to play week 1?
Because the timing of the appeal, the NFL has a rule where they're supposed to give it out a week in advance before a game. So because it falls within 1 week of the game, he's allowed to play it. But then his suspension starts up right afterwards.
They're not going to go to an arbitrator, an outside arbitrator on the case.
I'm not sure. I mean, well, it just got held today, so I'm not sure if they're going to do further action.
Well, because the thing about it is that like I'm not trying to sit here and say that he didn't, but yo, that girl is very questionable. Like she's very questionable. Did you hear the latest news with her? What she did?
I heard something sketchy. I forget what exactly.
She slept with one of Ezekiel's teammates that's no longer on the team.
Oh
anymore.
yeah, and then
and then like
the
text
coach
him.
dropped him, and
Yeah.
they were like, "Why the hell are you dropping him? He's a good player." And I think it was like the Cowboys said, "We know more about the situation than you do," and then that came out.
Yeah,
I
like
remember that.
she is very, very sketchy. I don't know, but like I said, maybe something happened, maybe it didn't. But I mean, even like with their friend, she was like with her friend, she's like, oh, maybe we can like get money out of him, like maybe we can get like sue him about like tapes that they had together and stuff like that, like or like blackmail him, like which is she's super sketchy, dude.
It reminds me of. Do you ever watch Blue Mountain State?
No, I haven't seen it.
Oh, okay. Well, there's one of the characters. He's like this star running back. Has this one girlfriend who's literally just like dating him to milk him to when he gets in the NFL and just be like her, to be his like her sugar or like moneymaker or whatever.
Yeah.
So she's literally just dating him just for that, but she's having affairs left and right with other dudes.
Yeah.
And it sounds very much like that situation.
I mean, apparently she's like this girl's like an Instagram model. That's the first no-no is an Instagram model.
God.
Yeah, like that's the first thing that you don't ever get with Instagram
That's
models.
legit, man.
I mean, Instagram models, it's like that's what they're there for. That's what Instagram models, they're only there to try to get with rich guys. Like that's the only reason why they're, well, I mean, to make money off Instagram as well, but like Antonio Brown, same thing with Antonio Brown, he did that. I mean, Antonio Brown like left his wife and like 3 kids for like an Instagram model. Like, come on, dude.
So, I guess Instagram model is the 21st century version of a gold digging. Oh, is that it? Okay.
Pretty much. But a lot of the Instagram models make a lot of money themselves, so it's like they just want more. They don't want to spend their own money.
Yeah, but I guess they don't make like NFL super.
Oh no, they don't make it. They don't make NFL type money.
You're after someone who's like makes millions of dollars.
Yeah, but a lot of them make like 6 figures.
Oh yeah, but still. Like,
Well, that's
not like what
less than wild for me.
That guy makes, right? He probably makes like 10 million a year or whatever, probably, right?
Not Zeke because he's a rookie, so he's on his rookie deal,
okay.
so he's probably making about $1 million something maybe.
Okay. but that's still more than them. I
That's
guess.
still a ton of money that I would like to make.
Well, I know, but yeah. You know, those rookie contracts, man. I can understand why they have them, but it's like I think they should maybe adjust it for certain rookies. You know.
Yeah, well, that's why you got to use your leverage once your 3 years is up and like maybe you have that 4th year option. Use your leverage, man. Like, just be like, all right, I'm not coming to camp. Like, redo my, my deal.
Really funny that like there's some teams out there like if they're bad for a long time, like they have players making more money like than their best players, which is like their rookies in some cases.
Well,
like,
the NFL is weird, dude, because it's like quarterbacks just get this ridiculous. Like, they're so overvalued, so it's like the best quarterbacks in the game don't make more than some of the okay quarterbacks in the game.
Or Matthew
Dude,
Stafford
I
has the
can't-
highest graded, highest contract, and he hasn't won a single playoff game.
Yeah, dude's never won a playoff game, but he's the highest
Well, I
paid
felt
player
the
in
same
the
way
league.
about Romo, man.
it's
Guy
hard to
was
find a good
a loser.
quarterback now. I find, you know, like something happened a while ago with quarterbacks. You know, there's like a lot of mediocre quarterbacks in there are starters.
It's the way college runs games now.
Well, I mean, it's just the value put on NFL quarterbacks is just at an all-time high because like the running game is like disappeared, like somewhat for a lot of teams. So like if you have a quarterback that's halfway decent, that's just competent, you gotta pay him.
Oh my god. I guess if you're like Green Bay, you got lucky because you got one of the best quarterbacks going there.
Well, they're gonna have to pay Rodgers in a bit. He's gonna have to be like after that Matthew Stafford contract. Yeah, they're gonna have to open up the checkbook for him. I don't think he's worried about the teammates either, as far as how much they're making. I'm not sure if Aaron Rodgers is worried about that.
Just like you know, the way Green Bay's owned, it's like a bit different. Like all the other teams, you guys like town or technically own. Yeah, it's like the smallest major sports franchise town going. It's like 80,000 people, or 100-something thousand people.
Yeah, one of my coworkers is proud to say that she owns a share of the Green Bay Packers.
There are a lot of Green Bay Packers fans in California, like a ton of Green Bay Packers fans here.
Yeah, but just in that town, I think it's like the population of Green Bay is like 80,000 people, and they still like manage to get 40,000 people like to a game.
My college roommate was a big Green Bay Packers fan too.
They have like millions of fans across the country.
Oh yeah.
I mean, just like the physical of their fan base in the town.
Yeah.
Which they make the most money off, probably, right? That's amazing.
A lot of Steelers fans here too. But that's because Joey Porter's from my hometown here. So we got a lot of Steelers fans because he's one of the all-time Steelers.
I don't know if you guys remember Johnny Manziel.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Football?
We all remember Johnny Manziel.
Yes, that guy, that clown, yeah. Well, he is a clown because he messed his whole like life up, right? Anyways, but he might be giving a tryout for like one of the teams in the CFL.
But he didn't make. Yeah, they already said no. He didn't make it.
Okay, they didn't want
They said that he was. Yeah, they said that he was questionable, like his work ethic. His character and work ethic were questionable.
One of the other teams, actually the team in Hamilton, Ontario, they hired this coach from Baylor, I think. And apparently he implicated like several, trying to cover up several rape cases against some of the players that went to that school. Ooh. And they had to like let him go because they just hired him, and their fan base like rioted, pretty much.
Mm.
Wow.
Yeah, I wouldn't necessarily want Johnny Manziel.
What's up, Zyphos Gaming in the chat? How's it going, man? So you got a Cowboy, awesome tuber 231. He said you're a Cowboys fan, man. Cowboys fans, man. You guys are always. You know who's the funniest person like in sports to talk about when it comes to the Cowboys? Stephen A. Smith.
Oh my god.
He pisses Cowboys fans off so much. It's hilarious.
He pisses a lot of people off just because he yells every single time.
I know.
Every time he talks, he's like, he always talks to like, John, I have a feeling about this one person, but let me tell you about our situation. He's like every single time, like, why do you have to go from 0 to 20 in 5 seconds?
All right, John's in the game.
He loves to hear himself talk. That's what I think about that.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. He has his own talk show, like radio, and I mean, he's probably like, man, I love this. Every day I get to talk for 3 hours straight, just me.
He's like the black Jim Rome, you know that?
Oh, absolutely. I think my brother called him that, but Jim Rome makes a lot more money. But yeah, man, he's definitely Jim Rome, man. That dude, I don't know, HBO, man, they be overpaying for people, but anyway, they pay
HBO pays a lot of you know, older white guys, loudmouths like Bill Maher, for example, and they pay him too.
Yeah, I mean, Jim Rome be making $20 million a year, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if Bill Maher gets that much money. He might, but I don't know.
I think he probably gets something around that.
Probably.
Yeah, he's definitely got to get something around that because a lot of people watch that show. It's pretty popular.
Oh, yeah.
It's just based on the rate. The fact that people still pay for HBO is funny. I think that's the biggest thing. It's like, who still pays for HBO? Huh.
Game of Thrones fans.
Oh yeah, Game of Thrones. I forgot about that show. Yeah, that's true. Game of Thrones.
My parents still pay for it, and I just still stream off of it. It's great.
Sorry, John.
Huh? Oh, hi.
I just saw you.
Hi, John.
Hey, what's up, John?
Hi. I'm sorry I'm a little bit late, but I was just cooking dinner. I actually thought that the Splatoon Fest was going to start a little bit later, but I didn't realize it was going to start this early, so...
Man's gotta eat. It's all good.
Hey,
I
well,
don't
but
think
I'm
anyone's
glad,
gonna stop you from eating.
Yeah.
but I'm glad to be here now.
Yeah, happy to have you, man.
Mm.
So tomorrow we're gonna be doing Mario Kart, John. So you gotta get ready for that too. If you can
Oh,
make it.
that's awesome. I love Mario Kart. It's such a fun game to play.
Yeah, it's really good. I like it.
Yeah, I'm terrible at it, so I can't wait.
Are you gonna be playing tomorrow, Squid?
Yeah, man, I'm gonna do it.
Okay, cool. I'll be your first one. Or no, you've been there before.
No, I was just there for the chat. I didn't play.
Oh, okay, you didn't play.
Been there before. Just not me.
Just not playing. Okay. Yeah. Just,
Yeah, I chickened out, man. I played it like twice since then. I'm like, yeah, I'll try.
So much fun. I love Mario Kart.
Yeah, it's a great game. And it was, for its time, the biggest selling Switch title, although now Splatoon 2 has taken its place.
I think what's the highest selling Switch? The highest selling
I
Switch.
think Zelda has
Zelda.
Zelda, wouldn't it be?
Yeah, Zelda, and I think Mario Kart, and then
I
Splatoon.
think in Japan it's Splatoon.
Well, yeah, Japan it's Splatoon, but worldwide Zelda is the biggest selling so
worldwide
far.
man.
Well, it certainly deserves it. It's an awesome game.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Nintendo is very lucky to have pushed out a lot of great first-party hits this year one. They really...
I think it's hard work.
Yeah, it wasn't luck. They planned it.
Well, either way, they definitely needed a first year like this really badly.
I won't disagree with that.
Yeah, I mean, everybody knows after the Wii U, they had to do something.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
Definitely, compared to year one of Wii U, this is great.
I like to sit here and say it's all thanks to me. I'm the reason why that the Switch is doing absolutely
really?
so well.
So you're-
I gave them the blueprints to make sure that they like. I gave them the blueprints.
Yeah.
I gave the blue. I told them. No, I did. I told them enough of this Western third-party half-gimped ports. Like, I said enough of this. I was like, Nintendo, just get us some first-party games. Like, don't worry about third-party so much. Like, do not worry about it. Like, just get us some first-party games.
Don't worry about them.
I was like, don't worry about third-party so much. Get us some first-party games. Make sure your first-party set. Get the install base, and trust me, those third-party developers will come. And that's exactly what is happening. That's exactly what's happening.
I cannot
Exactly.
wait.
It happened with Wii, and it will happen with this, the more it sells.
So I gave them the blueprint. I was talking to Reggie, you know,
You called
personally.
Miyamoto up?
I called him up and I let them know, but you know what was funny? Like on my live stream, we were talking because I was doing Smash Brothers last night. But it was really late though, so that's the reason why I didn't have like the chatter up, or I didn't really know if I was like whatever. I came home from the gym. I'm like, okay, I want to just play Smash Brothers and practice. So I was playing Smash Brothers, and like we had a lot of guys that that know more about the Smash Bros scene that were that I was talking with in the chat, and they're all like, man, we really like Jigglypuff really needs like the buff. We need to buff the Puff, and I'm like, dude, let me tell you the reason. Let me tell you the reason why Jigglypuff hasn't been buffed yet. It's because of Hungrybox, the pro Smash Brothers player, the really good melee player that uses Jigglypuff. The reason why is because he was so disrespectful towards Reggie at the 2014 the E3 conference. I'm telling you, Sakurai saw that, and he's like, all right, you use Jigglypuff, huh? Well, this is what's gonna happen to you, man. I'm telling you, Nintendo looks at these things. So, I let them know, people know why Jigglypuff never got buffed. If you're a Jigglypuff man out there, you can blame Hungrybox for that in Smash 4. For Jigglypuff being completely garbage in that game.
I didn't see Sweeney till he was in my face. Didn't feel good.
Well, regardless, it's great to see them back on the right track now.
That just reminds me of when I used to play Smash in college a lot in my room. And one of the guys would always play as Jigglypuff, and she would just float on top of you and just use her like up B and just annoy the hell out of me. So at one point he got really cocky. We were like, all right, one more game. It's like, and he goes, yeah, I gotta leave soon. I got a lot of stuff to do. I'm like, all right, you in my own room? All right, screw you. So I just became, I would use Roy and just use my up smash like the entire time.
Oh, just get underneath. Just get underneath. Yeah, with Roy.
Yeah, just get underneath. Like he was about to float somewhere. I was like, all right, here we go. And I just up smash him every single time.
Yeah, that's what a lot of the top players. That's a legit strategy. That's what a lot of the top players do against Hungrybox with Fox.
You know,
they
OJ,
just
you
run up and
really
up
should
smash.
get a job at Nintendo, given that you really seem to be very passionate about what they should be doing.
Maybe when I'm older. Not now. I'd have to give up all this.
Oh, right. There is a price to pay for everything.
Yeah, I'd have to. You can't do this.
That was mean. Squid dishes. I felt that.
Well, you know.
It was just an idea I had, given that you were really vocal about wanting Nintendo to have a clean first year.
Well, I mean, I think their plan was all along to do that, but it just didn't work out that way.
Well, I'm glad it's working out this time, but it helps that it has a system that people can understand what it is, and not just another confusing add-on.
Are you sure? I think.
Because I remember when I was at some of my friends' houses for game nights.
John, do you hate the Wii U, don't you? That's real quick.
No, I don't hate the Wii U. I was just very disappointed in it. I was just very disappointed at how it turned out to be.
There's nothing wrong with you can hate it. There's nothing wrong with hating it. Oh, we had a squad.
It's gone now. It's gone now. You don't have to worry about it.
We had a squad. Jesus. Lowest amount of
Show us
kills.
on the doll where the Wii U touched you or something.
We're rolling there, man.
Yeah, we did okay.
It looks like that so far I'm on the opposing team instead of OJ's, but I guess that's alright.
Oh, it's random.
Guys.
Yeah, it's random.
Oh, so it happens randomly, huh? People just come and go,
and you don't necessarily want
just
to be on
shuffles
OJ's
up.
team.
Yeah, you don't want to be on my team. I'm horrible.
At least not all the time.
Yeah, I'm.
Well, it
really
looks like
bad.
I'm with David and Sweeney right here, though.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's good.
Speaking of which, I just found out that Revelations 1 and 2, it's going to be coming out in Japan, from what I heard, on November 30th.
Yeah, I just actually uploaded a video, so make sure you guys check that out.
You did? How come I didn't notice it? I guess I wasn't really there. I guess it was busy when I was when that video went up.
Yeah, I went up there in the screen.
Oh,
You're not running away from me, OJ.
Well, the fact that nobody killed you. Okay, thank you. Finally, the fact that I was trying to get like shot from someone else, but literally nobody was there. I was like, all right, well, I'm gonna take this L.
Disappointing that it's not an October title. Oh well, but I'll be happy to get it on Switch either way. It'll be awesome.
It's not disappointing that it's not an October title, John. You know why? Because you know what comes out: Fire Emblem Warriors
right.
and Mario
Super
Odyssey.
I would
exactly. They don't want to release their
October.
exactly, and they don't want to release their title on a big one. It'll get buried by the competition.
Yeah, so I don't. It's definitely not disappointing at all that it's not an October title. It's actually better for it.
Although I am one of those guys who just thinks that playing a game like that for Halloween is just perfect, in my opinion. I mean,
Yeah,
if you want to play something like Eternal Darkness or classic Resident Evil, then that's the perfect time to do it.
It would have been nice, but that doesn't overrule Mario Odyssey and Fire Emblem Warriors.
Yeah,
Well, you do have a point, though. Mario Odyssey is going to be a huge hit, and no way will anybody want to be buried in that.
Except for Fire Emblem.
Fire Emblem comes out a little bit before, though, so a little bit before.
Fire Emblem more before I even touch
That was a terrible idea.
Don't you hate that when that happens, though, dude? Like when you're trying to.
Yeah, you're just like right in my face, and I'm like, hi.
It's like, what's up, man? Can you let me shoot these first?
John got me.
That was
Nice.
a distraction.
Sorry, I'm still getting used to this.
No, man. You're supposed to
No,
get
it's okay to
that's
kill
cool.
people.
Yeah. You're supposed to want to get people. It's good.
And I'm already inking my way all over the place. Oh, I just went in the water.
That happens OJ all the
Pulling an
time.
OJ.
That's just pulled an OJ right there. Good job, dude.
We're really cleaning up the place here. I hope.
Tempting. I kind of want to make him dirty. Sorry.
Revelation seems like a fairly easy title to start porting anyway. It uses the MT framework. I think they're still working on porting the RE engine, I think.
Yeah, they're still working on that one. Although, I would say that I feel bad for people who bought RE7, but I don't.
I know, with the gold edition announced today.
Less than a year after they announced the gold edition already. That's ridiculous on Capcom's part, but whatever.
Yeah.
Capcom.
It's
If they
Capcom being
wanted to do
Capcom.
that-
There you go.
You might as well wait for the platinum.
For the Switch. For the
Yeah.
Switch version.
Yeah,
Of course,
you might
and
as well-
when Resident Evil 7 comes on the Switch, it'll be known as the Nintendo Switch version.
Maybe.
Right?
Well,
mean-
I don't think they would because Revelations isn't called the Nintendo Switch version, so I don't know if they'll make it that name.
Oh, good. I need to
So-
change. I need to scrub gear. This is good.
Well,
time.
whatever it is, they better have something very special as a good selling point if they want to make sure that people
All,
buy it.
all DLC, probably just like Resident Evil Revelations 1 and 2.
Oh yeah,
DLC,
that would definitely be a smart
and
move.
It's also on the Switch. Just the
And
fact that it's on
it's
it.
probably going to be cheaper too. I wouldn't. If we did get Resident Evil 7, which I don't care if we did or not. That stupid. I don't want to support. I wouldn't buy it anyway. I'm not supporting that VR simulator. But I mean, if we did get it, then it would probably be next year, sometime.
Fair enough, in my honest opinion. Next year is when I would expect anything from the Final Fantasy 15 guys too.
And Sony was Capcom made sure to let everyone know, hey guys, all this is playable in VR. It's all playable in VR.
Oh yes.
Yes.
The VR.
Hey, what happened? It looks like we got kicked. It looks like I got kicked out of the Splatoon battle. What happened?
You did.
The maps.
They changed the multiplayer maps.
Yeah.
They changed all the maps.
Oh, okay.
We got a question. We got a question from the chat. We got a question from the chat. He says, "OJ, will you be doing a review of Blade Strangers on the Switch?" Probably not a review.
Ooh.
I don't like reviews, but I'll be doing lots of gameplay and probably like PE game nights, like I do with Smash Brothers.
I can't wait to play that game.
Yeah, it
It's
looks
fun.
it looks dope. It looks pretty good. Brawlout and Blade Strangers look like really good fighting games.
Yeah, I can't wait.
Did they give a release date?
It's coming 2017. Just no solid release date, but it's looking good.
There's only so much time
I don't
left.
think it's 2017. No solid dates.
That's not coming out till next year. The new Blaze Blue game.
Yeah, that's got a few.
Yeah, that's
I
good.
have a feeling the Tales game will be out next year too.
Yeah, if we do get Tails.
Oh, I think we are gonna get Tales. They said they were going to.
I mean, yeah, you're right. It's officially confirmed. Yeah, Tails. They actually even updated the website to show that there's a new Tails game coming on the
Really?
Switch.
They actually talked about it for the Switch?
They didn't talk about it. They just updated their website to say that there is a Tails game coming to the Switch.
Oh.
Is it gonna be a new one or a port?
They didn't say.
Doesn't say.
I think
doesn't
it's
say.
probably going to be a new one. If not, then definitely a port.
I think it's gonna be. It's gonna be. I think it's gonna be a new one.
Mine, but sorry.
Well, whatever it is, I'm looking forward to playing it. I love it. Well, I really don't care what it is. I just want to play it on Switch, period. I loved Tales of Symphonia. It's one of my favorite games of all time.
Alright. We'll see.
Oh, it looks like Falcon Launch has something to say. It says, speaking of 15, the developers apparently are starting to work on a next-gen, as in PS5, game according to an interview. Make of that what you will. Well, of course they're going to do that. I mean, come on, they finished up on 15, so of course they're going to start work on something else.
PS5.
Let's if there will be a PS5. I don't even know.
I noticed everybody always puts the game ahead, way ahead in the future instead of worrying about what's coming out now.
Right ahead. Like, what's
Yeah,
tomorrow?
I feel. Yeah, well, personally though, I'd rather they take their time to do it right rather than rush things out. I mean, yeah, well, well, apparently I was quite surprised that they even attempted to port the Luminous engine. I figured that they really
They didn't attempt to port it.
They
All
just kind of slapped it in.
They just slapped it in.
Work automatically.
I forgot to
Yeah.
optimize it, right?
No, they didn't forget to opt. There was no forgetting at all. Like they just slapped it in there. They said, let's see how it runs. Didn't run as good as they wanted. Then they just said, okay, move on. And then they tested other engines like Unreal Engine 4. But they didn't forget or anything. They didn't forget. They just slapped it in there to see if it'd run good. Didn't really run as well as they would have liked. And then tried out some other tech. They tried out Unity and Unreal Engine 4. Said, oh, this works better. And at least that's what Square Enix is saying. Do I believe them? No, I don't believe them. I don't believe them 100%.
They are awfully coy about this, I think.
Well, because they did the same thing with Dragon Quest. Like, oh yeah, they announced Dragon Quest, and then they said, oh well, we're considering it. No, you weren't considering it. You were going to do it.
Yeah, they don't like to show their cards.
Well, the problem is that they're too eager. Sometimes they speak, like the developers say things before they're supposed to, and then they get corrected later on. Then they go back and they backtrack, and then they retrack.
Like the
afterwards.
Twitch thing.
Yeah, exactly like the Twitch thing. Like they say things, oh yeah, we got something like planned for the Switch, and then all of a sudden, oh well, we just did some tests. You're lying. You got
Yeah,
something.
they walk that back. Yeah.
They're like, nah, we weren't supposed to say anything. Yeah,
How do people keep quiet on asking what you're working on for the Switch? I guess they just want to throw something out there,
Somebody's still in the way.
Either way, knowing that they're very interested in doing it is very, very interesting to hear. I had just about given up on ever seeing 15 ever hit Switch.
I mean, Switch is new. Why would you give up so early? The system just came out. But I mean, even if you didn't give up early, I mean, God, the game by the time it even comes out on Switch, it's gonna be so old.
Yeah, I know. It's gonna be very strange that they're starting to port it right now.
Yeah, it's gonna be old. And 15, like I said in my video, 15 isn't even good enough in my opinion. It's not even
To
good
be worth
enough.
the effort.
Yeah, to be like for this long, like them like teasing and like it's not. I mean, I know that's what they think because Square Enix has Final Fantasy developers are what's the right word? Full of themselves a bit. I think they think that they created
like
the greatest.
this is the greatest game ever.
Yeah, like this is the greatest game ever, and it's not. I mean, it's a good game, but 2016 was a weak year. I think for a lot of games out there, but I mean, I just don't think that they think that they created this masterpiece, and when the sales came out, they're like, it's not. People aren't buying as much as we thought they were gonna buy it.
They just don't understand. I mean, well, it hasn't been as big as 7 or 13.
Or even 6.
Yeah. But they changed so much of it when they first revealed it, so...
It's been a long.
That game was in development hell for quite a long time, and for a time it wasn't even called 15.
Even the demo, the actual demo of Final Fantasy 15 changed dramatically from the final release to the.
Yeah, I expected something like that, like being small on a giant moon or something. That part is there, some kind of dream sequence. Remember that?
Even interesting what you did. Personally, I'd rather have classic Final Fantasy VII ported on Switch, like the PC remaster. Granted, I wouldn't mind the remake too, but I think the PC remaster would be awesome, in my opinion.
You know what, man? I think at this point, to be honest, I think I'm good with Project Octopath. At this point, I mean, at least I can rely upon those developers to actually make a good game.
I got splattered by a curling bomb. Midair.
I'm sorry, what was that, OJ? You kind of blinked out on my end.
I said, I at this point, I'm probably just okay with Project Octopath, to be honest. I'm okay with it. I'm so sick of these stupid Final Fantasy guys, man. Like, they're just.
A lot of them seem to think that they're a lot more strong, a lot more bigger than they really are.
No, it's
Final Fantasy.
It's Final Fantasy. It's like they still act like their game is like the same Final Fantasy from like the old school days, and it's not. You know
They
what
don't
I'm
know.
saying?
The game's changed dramatically.
Yeah, they definitely have taken it a lot far from its roots over the years. But yeah, I definitely. But yeah, I second
That bothers me.
Octopath. It looks really good from what I saw.
I'm gonna tell you what. Right now, I'm Splatoon. I've just heard it's something like 20 hours of gameplay. So
Yeah, I Am Setsuna's pretty good. Lost Sphere should be good too, I think.
yeah, I've already pre-ordered it. So
Yeah, you were telling me that today in the chat right here earlier.
Yeah, I pre-ordered it from Square Enix because they have the physical version to pre-order.
I pre-ordered it from there too.
Yeah.
Oh, so many suction bombs.
I don't know, that was a lot.
Well, that didn't go the best.
I wonder if they're gonna put Bravely Third on the Switch instead of 3DS.
Good question. That might be cool
They're
to see.
not gonna put Bravely Third on the 3DS. If there is a Bravely Third, they're not gonna put it on the 3DS. Then Project Octopath would have been to the 3DS if they were gonna do that.
I mean, they don't want the 3DS to die. That's why they keep coming out with different kind of models.
Well, it varies from company to company, though. I mean, Square Enix isn't really doing. I mean, they have Dragon Quest, but that's really it as far as what they're doing for the 3DS, and that's because that game's been in development forever. So
Yeah, they already said it. They're like,
yeah,
back on it.
Square Enix hasn't really been doing a lot for the 3DS lately. So if there was a Bravely Third, it would be Square Enix, and it would be Square Enix and Nintendo because Bravely is also Nintendo published the first 2 games. So
Right.
I don't think Nintendo would be like, oh yeah, you guys put it on the 3DS. Like if they were gonna do it, they'd be like, put it on the Switch, just like Octopath is on the Switch. So yeah, I don't
Yeah,
think it
either
would
way,
come to
I'm really looking forward to Project Octopath, and I'm looking forward to finding out more about it come TGS.
TGS. Yes, it's gonna be at TGS.
I just want to see the gameplay.
I just
Yeah,
want to know what it
it's
is. Like, I
beautiful
hardly
from
know
afar.
enough. It looks cool, but like,
Because one thing I like about the Atelier series is that even though you level up, you're not strong unless you do alphabet. And I love that.
Oh yeah. I played that game once on stream, and it was it's pretty cool. I thought it was good.
Which game?
Atelier.
Oh,
You mean the one that Koei Tecmo was bringing to Switch?
Yeah, that series. Yeah, Atelier.
I think it's really awesome that they're bringing that one to Switch. I've even pre-ordered the Knights of Azure. That's it. I'm curious about how that one is.
You can see it. Yeah, it's out in Japan.
It is. It's
yeah.
already been released there.
Yeah, it's out.
yeah.
Yeah, it's the gameplay. The gameplay is good. It looks like the gameplay is going to be good, but it definitely seems like it's a little because it runs at, from what I understand, it runs at 60 on PS4 and 30 on Switch. And even there's some like once things get kind of crazy on screen, there's some frame rate dips. Still a good game, but there's definitely some frame rate dips. Yeah, that's true.
So basically, the Switch version is the lesser version, or is it a
The game is
I see. So it's a problem with their engine, not necessarily the hardware.
probably with optimization.
Yeah, optimization is probably the biggest issue.
Mm-hmm.
Because the game isn't like a super like graphic intense or anything like that. You know.
That's just it. A lot
what
of
is that sniper?
need to
They're pretty good.
optimize before they do anything.
Good job.
With me, you know what? I've been playing video games so long. I mean, my first system was an Intellivision. Okay.
Oh, nice.
So, yeah, I'm an old dude. So, yeah.
Mine was Atari 2600, way back when I was a little boy.
So, I mean, I'm used to frame dips, and I don't care. Yeah, it takes you out of it a little bit, but it just happens, so whatever.
I remember the NES, man. Whew. The NES would have that slowdown. You know what I thought it was back then? I just thought it was like when things were getting intense, you needed to focus. So the game slowed down, so it gave you, better reaction.
Oh.
That's what I actually thought back in the day.
A lot of those NES games were also really difficult too.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
I think part of it had to do with play control and calibration issues.
yes, it was control issues. Like you look at something like Castlevania. I mean, the
that
is
game
so
is
horrible in it, but we played it anyway. Because
Yeah.
it was so much fun.
Mm-hmm.
Well, sure, it's a great game.
Yeah.
But yes, it's very hard, especially the last 2 stages of the game. I can't tell you how many times I died. trying to
Of
get
course, the dude named Anime Weeb is last. Of course, the dude named Anime Weeb.
Maybe I can replace him.
You know, a lot of people don't like anime
The
because they're
NES
afraid
was
of
so
people
hard was
calling them
because
that.
of the length.
Well, a lot of them weren't really long. They were just really hard for the most part. Like from what I understand, like a lot of them were like a lot of them were like what's it called, like
They were
arcade,
short. Yeah,
like coming from like the arcade, and the arcade they intentionally made them hard, you know, because the quarters they want to get your money.
They made them really hard because they wanted people them to last longer, so people thought they got their money's worth because they were shorter, much shorter than games today. You can beat Mario, Super Mario Bros. The original game in like 10 minutes, I think. You came out before still. So they wanted it to last. The first original Mario.
Sweeney.
I always thought it was because like a lot of like the beat 'em ups and stuff were like Double Dragon and all that were control stuff. In addition to just being that arcade nature, like the developers want to make sure that you don't beat the game fast. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah,
you were saying, yeah.
So they made it really hard.
Yeah, so they made it super hard. Yeah,
that's the main reason.
Yeah.
Look at like Ghosts and Goblins, man. That was horrible.
No, that's because they hate. That's because the developers hate us. That's the reason why that. That's,
Oh yeah, Ghosts and Goblins is a really challenging game, especially the Super NES one. Super Ghouls and Ghosts. Oh my god, I died who knows how many times doing that game. I had to use
They all need to kill Sweeney. There we go. Sweeney's dead.
About time.
The reason why the Master System and the NES had like a lot of like slowdown is because like a lot of arcade ports. That was like where the arcades were superior.
Yeah.
Still.
Oh
So
yeah.
that's why there was like all the slowdown and everything. But, once you had the Super NES and the Genesis, it wasn't really a problem. They could match the arcade at least.
Yeah, absolutely, because I remember playing the Turtles in Time SNES game after playing the arcade port, and I swear I couldn't tell much of a difference between the SNES version and the arcade ones. They looked quite identical. They looked really good.
Turtles in Time.
I remember that game. That game was
That's a great
awesome.
game.
That game was awesome.
The Hyperstone Heist on the Genesis.
I never played that.
I had Genesis, so that's why I pulled that one.
You know, a game I liked that nobody talks about is Death Force Gemini.
I like that game. That game was pretty cool.
Yeah, I never hear of it because I get someone super popular, but
I think Mr. T, not Mr. T.
Speaking of Turtles,
No, Mr. T did play it on his channel. Yeah, he did play
my
it.
best friend actually still owns the port of the first Turtles on which was called Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, the arcade game. He still owns that on NES.
I got my copy too.
Yeah, that you can't beat the classics at all.
The first Turtle game on the NES was like, that was trash.
It was trash, but I loved it as a kid.
Oh yeah.
Which
Like
one?
the
The
second
first Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game?
Well, they all had
Yeah.
like the red the red headbands on the cover.
Well, that's the arcade game. I think that's that one with the red headbands. That's a really good one. But like the first one that they put out, like it was just called Teenage Mutant.
The one, no, the one I know the one that was on the Angry Video Game Nerd, right?
even after Sweeney kept us bottled up for half an hour.
Like all the enemies like look like really bad. Like they're all pink or whatever. All the enemies.
No, you're talking about the one. Okay, it's like you can only use one turtle at a time, right? And like, you go around like in the turtle mobile thingy, like on the map at some point, and like the one where you swim through the like there's like the water, you have to like defuse the bombs. That one.
Huh? Yes, that one. Yes.
Okay, yeah, you're talking about that one. Yeah, there's a Turtles game, one of the first Turtles games, where there's this level at the very beginning where you have to swim and defuse bombs like underwater, and it sucks.
All around it shocks you.
Yeah, there's like electric stuff that shocks you. That first level, you might not even make it past that first level with all your turtles.
No, because that game was beyond hard. It was like just.
Oh yeah, it definitely was hard.
That game was ridiculously hard.
Like Turtles to the arcade, like a lot better game.
Contra 3 was also super hard, especially on hard mode. I mean, think about it. One hit and you basically die. That's it.
That's Contra for you.
Who is that? Is Zaniel somebody like Patreon or anything?
I don't think so.
Man, that dude just needs to get out of the game.
Oh, is that
the Aerospray guy? Is that him?
I don't know what he is. I just keep seeing him come back and I'm just like, man, I can't get in.
that dude right in front of you. Well, he
Yeah.
wasn't in front of you.
He's actually pretty good.
Oh man, OJ, the rehash video was awesome.
What rehash? What are you guys talking about?
I had fun making that. That was fun.
I bet you did. Dude, you left out the option of none of the above, though.
I did. I thought that was like a default option. Like most people would probably just go for.
I wrote it in to let's see that. Gosh, because I'm not buying the game. I don't care about soccer. I don't care
I
about
mean, I'm
basketball.
glad the NCAA one kept all the features at least.
Yeah, see, no, I'll give them credit for that. They didn't like limp out and say, "Oh, it's hard."
That's why I said I gave them the benefit of the doubt. Like I gave them like I was both giving them like whatever, but like if I was going to get one, like it would be that just because the developers, like I said, it's about at the point in my life, it's about respect. It's not about lack of games. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't look forward to like gaming at this point in my life. It's not about them just saying, oh well, which one are you gonna like more or whatever. There's so many good games. I don't even have time to play all the good games. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Yeah.
So they need to put some respect when they talk to me as a consumer. So
Yeah.
now it's about respect what a developer does, whether I'm going to sit here and say, okay, I like the game or not. So, or like, hey, buy this one. So for me, the lack of respect, saying that it was hard, you know good and well that it's not hard. You know good and well that it's not hard.
Well, because every other dev has said it's so easy.
It's a Tegra X1. You can't program for a Tegra X1. Get the hell out of here! Get out of here! You can't program.
EA was talking about EA's comments about FIFA.
Yeah, like you said it's really hard. It's
that definitely struck me. It's very weird. They talk about putting all this effort into recording and they say it's hard.
Well, I think English isn't his first English isn't his first language, so I'm pretty sure he didn't mean to say it that way. But
oh, so kind of like lost in translation.
Just English isn't his first. I don't think he meant to say it's like hard programming on like per se. It's really hard programming on the Wii U. I think he just meant that like the circumstances that were given to him, given the time, given what they were trying to do, given what's going on with Frostbite, just everything combined makes it difficult. I think that's what he meant to say, but it didn't come out that way.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Given the
You have a point, though.
Yeah, given the circumstances that he's under, as far as time constraints when dev kits went out, it's I don't think it was an easy situation. Although you look at NBA, and that's
same amount of time probably.
Yeah, probably right around the same amount of time, and they got everything. However, it is 30 frames per second. It's like 60. Somebody asked me in the chat, am I going to be ranked? No, because then nobody would be able to play. Just but me. I gotta do ranked on my own.
It can be annoying.
What is those bubble things? I don't like that.
Those big old huge bubbles?
Forge splatter shot.
I've never seen anybody use that special before.
Oh man, it was happening all during the Splatfest.
Was it? I didn't see it much during the Splatfest.
Not when I was on. Not when I was splashing.
Ink Armor voice.
You're welcome.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you. That kind of saved me against Zelda there. Oh my God, John Turner
Destroyed us.
just got bodied. That was nuts. Shout outs to Cosmic Clone 9 for the subscription. Thank you so much, homie. I do appreciate it. Welcome to the village.
Good.
Please, everyone in the chat, make him feel welcome. And get this man a headband as well. Shout outs. Let's go.
Ah! Sniper got me.
Ooh.
See you, John. I'm staying away.
John's getting some respect now.
Respect. And then John comes and splats me again. No, that's 2 times. Nice, John. You're getting better, dude.
John, I think I'm both kills today.
How many bombs? How many bombs?
More.
Jesus.
We definitely could use more.
David, get up to the top.
Working on it.
I guess the trickiest part for me is knowing when to get out of the way whenever I see another team member about to splatter me. So that I don't get splattered.
That sniper, but he's just sitting back there. He thinks it's Call of Duty.
Yep.
It still hurts.
It hurts. I mean, it takes you, it probably takes you out of the game for a total of 10 seconds.
Oh, we had a squad there. Nice. Pretty even all around. Good. Oh, I maxed out my gear. I didn't notice.
I mean,
mine
I
is
just
maxed
got
as
it.
well.
It's all good.
Alright, I'm gonna head out, guys.
Alright, dude.
Aw, man.
Have a good night.
Have a nice evening, man. You seem kind of tired towards the end there, sweetie, man.
Well, I've been up since 5:30, so.
I know. I know you probably had a long day at work, man.
Wait, who's going?
Sweeney's leaving.
Oh, I see.
Alright, take care, Sweeney.
All right, take it easy, sweetie. Thanks for
Alright,
playing,
guys.
man.
Yep.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me.
No problem, man.
You can't shoot me anymore.
it's like, dang it, he's not gonna be on my team. But dang it, when he's not on my team, it's okay. So, I'm okay.
It looks like somebody's
I
gonna
love
have
a
to.
nickname for Sweeney. Call him Sweet Boo Sweeney.
Sweet. I don't think he's gonna like that, to be honest.
Oh,
But you can ask him.
okay. It sounds like old timey like an NBA or something like that.
Like, what was I forgot
Back in
who.
the 70s.
Yeah.
The swing machine.
The ABA was still around.
The swing machine. We should just come up with a bunch of different ones. I bet he already has some nicknames that his frat gave him. So maybe we can ask about those too.
No, OJ.
I know. I tried to dodge roll. I like totally failed. I tried to dodge roll into that side area, and I dodge rolled right into the metal blocks. I'm like, oh dang it, I'm done.
I saw that and I was grateful for your mistake.
I went a little too far up. I totally tried to get some cheese on you while you were getting the tentacle missiles and just like kill you, but you were too far.
Yeah.
One thing that I would like to see Nintendo do when they release Xenoblade Chronicles 2 is to have a little adventure to it. Like actually
I came from the sky.
a chance to meet Takahashi so that you can get an autograph with him. I think that would be really awesome.
Did they do that with any of the other ones, or?
No, they didn't. But I think it would have been awesome because I would have loved to have gotten a chance to actually meet the guy and tell him that his game is so beautiful.
Yeah, maybe. We'll see. See what they do with the launch.
Yeah, because if I remember correctly, we had to fight. I'll never forget how we had to fight tooth and nail to even get the first game over here for crying out loud.
And actually, it didn't work. Nintendo of Europe just was nice enough to do it. Honestly, that game wasn't going to come over. Nintendo of America wasn't going to bring that game over. Which, the more that I think about it, the more it kind of makes me like, back then it used to make me really mad, but I'm okay. But back then it made me really mad. That's the only reason why we got that game, because of Nintendo of Europe.
Yeah, well, and thank goodness, although, to be honest, to be fair, Nintendo of Europe has localized games that Nintendo themselves refuse
Everybody's
to
here.
Remember
The whole team's on my side.
Crisis
I don't approve.
and another code. There were several games that we could have gotten here in the Wii era that we should have gotten, and we didn't. Because they were being way out of touch with core gamers back then.
Nintendo out of touch with core gamers.
I mean, I don't know if it was go that far, but I mean, they were definitely out of touch with RPG gamers. I'll tell you that.
It looks to me like they're in touch right now, though, because they seem to be making better decisions lately.
Well, they're not out of touch, that's for sure.
Well, I think the thing is that they're under the guise of a businessman as opposed to a programmer. I mean no disrespect to Iwata. He was a great guy. But he wasn't always very good at making great business decisions.
It's true.
It just depends on, I guess, how you look at it.
I mean, the thing is, it's tricky when it comes to the
That
Western
was
market,
scary.
you know.
That didn't go well.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think part of the you also have to realize that Iwata also did the Switch too as well. That was his base as far as what the Switch was going to be.
I got
and what was
800.
going on, so.
Dude, come on, man.
Oh,
See that?
oh, right, I forgot. He started work on the Switch, too. I forgot about that.
The concept of the Switch, the idea, the planning, that was Iwata's. That was all Iwata's blueprint. Was that? So I mean, that's what happens. I mean, I agree. I think, but it wasn't only him though. I think there was a lot of blame to go around. I think just like the design, like the Wii U, like Miyamoto also was part of that, and then also Gino Takeda, like him as well. I mean, it was a trust of people.
Come on.
Well, they were getting pretty old. Well, they were getting pretty old too, and so sometimes when people grow older, they don't always know what young people want.
Well, I don't know about that, but
Okay, strike my assumptions. That wasn't very.
No. I mean, it's an okay statement to make. I mean, there's a lot of people who actually think that. It's just like I said, like when you're Nintendo and you're always trying to do something different, you're gonna flop sometimes, and that's what happened. Really, is that they tried to do something different that wasn't
and
really
it didn't work,
and it just didn't work. So I mean, that's all that really matters. I don't think really anyone needs to be put under fire for it or anything like that. I mean, Sony had the PS3, that didn't necessarily work for them. Sony had the PS Vita, that didn't work for them as well. And
now apparently they're attempting another handheld.
See, I don't believe that.
There's no big website or anyone or no actual proof of that actually happening. But okay.
Like it's literally, I love John's content stuff, but I think he was just guessing. Like it's not even.
It's
Super Metal Dave and John.
Well, the same thing could be said about the Mario Rabbids. That came out the last moment. Everybody played it.
It didn't come out at the last moment though. The Mario Rabbids was.
Play rest.
I mean the news for it.
But
Right, didn't Arcade Dale actually leak that first?
she did.
Long time ago, I remember that.
She did, but other websites, but like Eurogamer and other websites backed her up on what they've heard though. You know.
I'll never forget those days when we were all speculating what the NX was going to be. Those were really rough days.
Some of them.
Dealing with people who wanted to remain in denial, people who were stubbornly determined to stick their heads in the ground, who wanted to believe, no, this is not what NX is going to be. You'll see that I'm right and I'm wrong. Oh, I got such a headache from thinking about it.
I mean, but that's the thing though. It's like Nintendo's never been, at least in the Western part, because people really don't know what they want. They just say they want power, but then, yeah, I don't mind having a game like this. Like nobody really knows what they want. So I think like one day he's gonna make a system just for the Japanese audience and just make give people all the power and stuff. Because all the ones seem to be complaining is us. We're the one complaining about 60 frames per second and higher resolution.
I'm not.
Getting 60 frames per second on a lot of stuff, though.
I mean, like, people think, like, just because it's not 60 frames per second, it's a bad game.
There are people who think that way.
I mean, it can be rough sometimes. Most of the time, it's fine.
So many comments are saying, I'm not getting this.
I love Mario Rabbids, so that's 30 frames per second.
It's a turn-based RPG. It's a turn-based RPG though. It doesn't really need to push.
Yeah, that's true. But I still.
Yeah, it's awesome. I mean, the frame rate, it's fine. It doesn't really need to be more than what they have. The gameplay works for what it is, you know. Okay.
Sorry, I should have killed him faster.
It's alright.
Yeah. getting kind of
Making a
bodied.
push here.
Yeah, we're getting kind of bodied though. I don't know
Earlier,
if
it looked like we were. And
yeah, and then something kind of happened.
It's just like trying to say that you can turn your nose up at Japanese animation because it looks jerky as opposed to what fluent animation should be.
Oh, John.
You'd be,
Got me.
John,
you'd be missing out on a lot of great films if you did that.
Take it easy, Alicio. Alicio says he has to go to sleep. Take it easy, man.
Later, Alicio.
It's not as bad as I thought it would be. Not 41
it's because you got like a bunch in the back over there.
Yeah, I got a little bit in the back. I made a little push at the end there.
Oh, we were missing somebody too. Chu got 0.
And we were doing better at first. Did he leave right at the end? I'm hoping he left like the last 2 seconds. That's why he had 0. Because I don't want to believe that you guys beat us with 3 people.
Man, it's pretty good. Everybody in. There's 7 players. Well, 8. Okay, so there's 6 of us, right? That's good.
The only thing, like, some people, they're talking about this whole perceived handheld bit. I would just think that, like, Eurogamer or somebody would have talked about it at this point. You know what I'm saying? That's all I was trying to say.
Someone would have.
Yeah. There'd be
Well,
more than
just-
just speculation.
They've had 2 flops in that department, right? I mean,
Well, PSP
I
actually
don't-
flopped.
Well, PSP did better, I think, in Japan than it did in Europe.
No,
Sold 80
I
million
did
units,
in
right?
Japan, but it really bombed in America and everywhere else.
it did good. I think they sold like 80 something.
It sold 80,
million.
80, I think 84 actually.
Because you can,
to be exact.
you were able to hack it, that's why.
Yeah, but you were able to hack without the hacking. It
But
wouldn't have sold 80
people
something million.
bought it though. Like that's
People bought it to hack it, though. That's the thing. People bought the system
the
to
reason
hack.
it's irrelevant. I would think people they're always.
I mean, to Sony, it's irrelevant. Everybody else can
Yeah.
sell games on it.
Okay, well, again, it's this perspective again.
But to Sony, but even to Sony, it wasn't really irrelevant because they made sure that the they made sure that the
Vita couldn't be hacked like
that it couldn't be that the PS Vita couldn't be hacked easily, and that
About
kind of
the
screwed it.
Vita, like,
You know?
I think the Vita would have done better if they had.
If you could hack it,
hacked their-
it would have done better if you could hack it.
No, well, if they the proprietary,
They have that.
the memory cards was the first thing they should have changed.
Yeah, the memory card. But the problem was that the system was built in to have proprietary memory. You know.
Well, yeah, I
yeah,
know.
that was a big problem.
They should have. I don't know why they thought they were going to get away with that, you know. But
Because they weren't thinking.
because they got away with it with the PSP.
Yeah, they got away with it with the PSP. Yeah, you're absolutely. They got away with it with the PSP, but the memory wasn't quite as expensive. I mean, it was still more expensive than usual, but it wasn't quite as expensive. Oh, this dude's getting
For
bummed.
the time, like it wasn't. I think it was normal at the time.
back
Yeah.
then, SD cards. I don't think SD cards were such a big thing back then.
No, they weren't.
They
Yeah,
were
they weren't.
The thing was like in the battery, at least for the, I think the 2000, 3000, I think you had to remove one of the,
I got split. This Nathan guy is using some kind of exploit, I swear.
His exploit is called AIM.
like it's cheating.
Well, he just like, I just died.
I killed him like 3 times now, so I don't know.
I don't know, just watch. I know it's weird. It's like he's lagging on purpose. I don't know.
It's because right now I'm looking. I want to get a PSP because I never have one. And I buy them a bunch of games for it. Because I've been trying to go around my town. All the game stores we have here. Like this, bunch of ones. I don't.
Oh, I didn't mention this either, but when I went to visit one of your videos,
He's
the
dead
one
again.
about Luminous Studio, okay, I noticed that there were some really nasty trolls in there who were saying, "I know that I'm right," and I really went to town. I was deleting a lot of those posts because I couldn't stand the attacking like that.
Oh, I didn't even notice. I didn't look.
It's because John took care of it.
Well, as moderator, I was moderator, so
Yeah.
I felt that it was my duty to keep saying.
I can't speak for LJ, but it's like he's playing the game. He's not there to watch what other people say.
There's some guy I banned that was kind of funny. I was like, "Oh, ban him." I'm like, "Yeah." He's
Well, I don't. But here's the thing. Here's the thing, guys. Here's the thing. I used to be all like crazy about going to the comments and reading everything and all that. But when you get to the size that I'm at this point, I'm not trying to toot my horn or anything. But when you get to once you get to like 20,000 or whatever subscribers, and like you start getting hundreds of comments, like to go down them and look at all like this, like
You
people say a
can't
lot
release them all.
yeah, like trying to do all that is just got to the point where I'm like, okay, if you want to talk to me on Twitter. Because Twitter's much easier. I'm not gonna scroll through comments, you know, and
it's a lot easier for like, say, like for example, Dr. Trey, because he only has 6,000 subscribers. He has like 2 like serial trolls that show up all his videos, and like leave like 20 comments on the videos, you know.
Why do anybody does that? It's such a waste of time.
Oh my god, they're like, and it's just like the language that the people use, like, you know, you're a corporate, you know, sucker.
slave.
Yeah.
That's a pretty horrible thing to say to
They
anybody.
say but they basically they accuse you of filleting corporate, you know, executives like that, you know, like that kind of language, right? You know, like I'm sure you've seen that before, right?
Oh yeah, of course. I used to be in that community. I got out, man.
Yeah, I know, like those like the, you know, like, oh, you're a corporate.
It's called Crumb Side. It's okay. You can trust me. I was in that community, man. That community is trash. I had those same type of people coming to my channel, and I'm like, I got to get rid of this. You know, it was I couldn't take it.
Like I'm like, oh, you're trying to push another man over the internet. I'm like, you know, there's a lot of like, you know, male language going on here. And I need to get out of the closet.
Yeah. What the problem with a lot of them is that they talk as if they're so like you would never talk to someone like this in person. Like if you're talking about video games, you would never talk to someone like that in person. And I swear if someone talked to me like that in person, they'd get slapped. Like how dare someone? You would get slapped. You would obviously not talk to someone like this. So I mean, that's the thing that I just dislike about those people. But I mean, I'm not gonna sit there and complain and cry about them. It's like whatever they want to act like that, that's fine. But I'm not gonna be a part of that, you know.
Yeah, very childish and very immature.
Very childish and immature.
I'm very much the equivalent of bullying, too.
I don't.
Yeah, seriously, it's not fair to bully anybody else for having their own likes and dislikes.
Well, it's like if you don't agree, like whatever, like if there's a problem, like if you don't agree with this, Nintendo did this bad. Oh, if you say, oh well, I don't think it's that big of an issue or something. Oh, you're a corporate slave. Oh, you're this, you're that. You don't think that. Yeah.
Whatever happens to everybody should be entitled to their opinions.
That's not in the Crumb Side. That doesn't really.
Not on the internet.
Not Crumb Side.
Seriously, seriously, I'm glad that I'm not involved with people like those either. As a matter of fact, I hate those kind of people.
Yeah.
I don't like these at all. Who would?
Row 80's tearing me up. Right
Yeah, I really love this roller. It's really cool. Besides, there's something very satisfactory about smearing paint all over.
But man, we got bodied. I'm gonna die.
And I also know what it's like to be trolled as well. I mean, one time when I made a video about asking people to stop pirating anime and give people who like to make their living off of these games sales.
Oh my gosh!
Everybody just napalmed the living heck out of me. They trashed my video. They gave me low ratings, and I was so upset about that.
So
I deleted so many of the comments. It was painful.
Yeah.
Oh, so many kills, so many splats.
Man.
I did garbage. I did garbage.
Zelda should have one.
I feel like the dually spellchers are really good at killing people, not necessarily good at inking turf the best.
Yeah.
They do a decent job, but...
They do a decent job. Yeah, they do a decent job, but you're right. It's definitely not the best at like inking. They don't, like, you know, there's other ones that have like better, like, you know,
RNG.
Yeah, and I can ink more. And yeah, man, I agree.
seriously, all these competition, seriously, all this my system is better than yours thing. It's just like trying to belong to a cool kids club. Seriously.
Yeah. I seriously think people really don't mean it. They just want to get a reaction out of people. They probably have all the consoles and stuff.
I don't know about that, but yeah.
Only ones I know that are really serious is the truly die-hard fans.
You really think so? I think some people are genuinely do want to make people miserable because they're masochists.
Well, some people.
They're not very much doing in real life. So.
Well, I mean, some people, yeah, I think you're right. I think you're onto something, Milwaukee. Some people just want to get a rise of others, and then other people really just like they're going through some people go through a lot in their life, and they like to take it out on other people. So I mean, there's also that.
Right. I know. Yeah, definitely. Either because of bad parenting or because they have a lot of grief.
A lot of personal issues.
Personal problems, and they look for people to take it out on.
Yeah, and the internet
That's
is
exactly
easy.
what happened with me when I was in school. There were a lot of kids who had a lot of seriously messed up issues. And guess who they took their problems out on? Me.
Yeah,
That's why. I was bullied for a good portion of my time in one of those early schools I went to. It was terrible. I'll never forget it. One of the worst insults they ever said to me was training wheels. Why? Because at the time I was still riding my bike and everyone thought it was ridiculous and they screamed training wheels out of the back of the bus. It was painful. It was painful.
Sorry,
they're yelling training wheels and they're in the bus?
Oh yeah, they were shouting it right from the bus, just as I was riding.
I mean, that's just like...
I mean, it's pretty easy to ride the bus.
At least you were doing something. Yeah, at least you were doing something, man.
Well, the problem was that I was riding it at a time when I shouldn't have been. I was still, like, roughly about 10 years old, and training wheels was for younger. But back then, I was still very much afraid of riding without them. I eventually got the hang of it, but the damage was done, and to add insult to injury, the teacher of my homeroom did absolutely nothing to stop the bullying. I was basically the therapist after that. It was terrible. Of course, ever since then, I've made a lot of friends over the years, and I've become a lot more sociable. If I had stayed in that school, I probably would be nowhere near sociable today, much less be open to talking with you guys or playing with you. Just imagine that.
Yeah. Glad things changed for you. You know, the thing is, I was bullied too, but a lot of the times I fought back, so I got into a lot of fights when I was a kid. Like, it was all the time, because when people tried to bully me, I didn't stand up for it. I mean, because I was tiny. You know, I'm still tiny. I'm not a very big guy, but, I mean, like, I actually, like, lift weights and I got muscles, but when I was younger, I was really thin, super thin. So people would bully me, people would push me around.
No, it's okay, Nintendo Examiner. You don't need to do anything like doing a Death Note. I have nothing.
Grab a Death Note.
It's okay, Nintendo Examiner. There's no need to do that. I'm way past that.
Well, there's no real Death Note, but if there was, I'd feel sorry for some people, because...
You guys were talking about last time. I didn't like the movie at all.
I thought the movie was okay.
So I wouldn't know.
I think that the anime is better than the movie.
No, because
The anime's always better than the movies, though, guys. Like, for example, the movies...
Definitely true.
what the thing is, because the thing that got me is because they changed the race on
L.
They changed the race on L. They changed the race on Light.
In his personality, like L never actually tried to kill, but they had him. Actually, I want to say nothing. I don't know if people watched that already. You know, this
Dude, it was...
Yeah, don't spoil it.
It was fine. Overall, the movie... See, the problem is this, man. You got so many... And I say this in a good way. You got so many weebs. You got so many super weebs that are just... They want the movie to be exactly like... They want it to be... And they're not understanding that...
It would have been way too long.
It's too long. You can't... And it wouldn't make sense.
Make it a live series.
And you're not going to make the whole cast in Japan. Are you going to cast the whole cast from Japan? Is it going to be all Japanese people in the movie for this Netflix series?
Exactly. When you do a movie of something, you gotta make compromises somewhere.
But that's not what they didn't get the license for a series. They got the license for a movie. Like, they got the license for one movie. I mean, and that's what they chose to do. Now, Japan already had their Death Note movie. I think there's been a couple. Anyway, there's Death Note movies in Japan. All right, and they're good. They follow everything to the T. This one, it was just something. It loosely borrowed the license to do a westernized version of it, of the movie. Now, do I think it's amazing? No. Do I think it's better than like a lot of movies based on anime? Oh, absolutely. I enjoyed that more than like I do some of the Naruto movies that come out, like the Naruto animated movies. So I mean, I thought it was. I mean, like I said, it's not the greatest, but it's not as bad as people are making it out to be. Like, people are making it out to be like the worst movie ever, you know?
Oh,
like,
it's not the worst.
They're making it out to be like the worst movie based on an anime, like the worst live action based on an
A lot
anime.
of people will say worst anything for just about anything.
It's the worst.
Exactly. I mean,
For Blue Team, we are pinned in.
I think the Blue Team probably gonna lose this time.
You think?
Yeah, I think so.
No, I don't. No, there's a minute. There's a minute left, man. You guys can still do it.
Yeah, you guys just gotta push.
You just gotta push.
We gotta push and not die.
Yeah, you gotta push it definitely. Not bad.
Well, I just failed Jeff. Jeff was that.
Ah, Jose, you just hurt me. And you killed me.
What did you say? I wasn't paying attention.
Oh, it's nothing.
Yeah, nothing.
I got splattered.
No, that was Link, not you. You were just there.
Oh.
Yes, Mega Geek 66807. I agree. A lot of video games adapted to movies have not been good at all.
Yeah,
but the Castlevania one was very good.
But
although
that's an animated series, though. That's not a live action movie.
I know that's what I
That's
meant.
why it's good.
The animated series. It was good. I don't know how it is that series turned out so great.
Hey, Blue Team, jump.
What?
Jump. You ain't gonna get me.
Throwing bombs, real easy with these throwing bombs. He's fighting, man. He's fighting to the end.
Me too.
Yeah, you guys are fighting, man. You guys were giving
That's
up.
I'm not gonna not fight.
Yeah, you guys were fighting.
It looks like my team didn't do particularly well.
No, we did.
No,
It was a bad team effort.
wow.
But I am happy for yours, OJ. You seem to get in a lot of good victories for this one.
Yeah, well, you guys were a little off this game.
He's got some support.
Yeah.
Look, I'll say this about the Sonic the Hedgehog movie that you're talking about. If it's good, great. If it's not, well, there's always the Saturday morning AM TV series.
There is a live action like CG Sonic, like indie Sonic the Hedgehog movie that's already that came out a few years ago.
Wait, live action Sonic? Is that what I heard?
Yeah, that they even had this Jaleel White.
Yeah, they even had Jaleel White, Urkel. They even had Urkel reprise his voice. Yeah, you can watch it for free. It's on like I think like there was like you guys know the guy from Screw Attack, Stuttering Craig. He was on it, and the Angry Video Game Nerd. He was in it. There was like there was a lot of people like from the gaming sphere that was in the movie, and it was a live action Sonic movie. And I think, did the same guy do the Mega Man movie? There was a live action Mega Man movie too, indie Mega Man movie as well. I think the same guy. So,
Was it watchable?
yeah, they were both watchable because they both stuck to the script as far as the show, or as far as the games. So it wasn't horrible. It wasn't amazing, but
It's like a 90s kind of feel.
it was. Yeah, kind of.
It was kind of campy.
Kind of, but it stuck to like what you'd expect it to, like very safe with the script and all that,
Yeah, I just feel like a Sonic live action starts out safe.
Yeah, well, as long as the Sonic the Hedgehog movie takes on the path that the Saturday morning series with Princess Sally did.
It wasn't like that though, to be honest. It wasn't. The movie wasn't. It wasn't a great movie like the live action Sonic movie, like the indie one. They tried, but yeah, they did what they could do with their crappy budget. But
At least they made a movie.
yeah,
How many of us could say that?
yeah. It wasn't horrible. There's just not much you can do. Sonic. I don't really think Sonic lends well to a movie anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like.
Especially not live action.
Yeah, it's like, who wants to watch a Sonic movie? I'm not sure if I want to do that.
Ah!
there's a Mega Man movie coming as well. Wait, there's a real Final Fantasy movie that a recent one. What? I didn't know that.
Oh yeah.
And there's that one from like 2002. That's CG.
Oh yeah, that one sucks. I watched that one. That one's trash. Spirits Within or Spirits Away or whatever.
Yes, the spirit within.
Oh, Advent Children's dope. that movie's dope, but.
How's it going, OJ? Like it up here? I like it up here.
Yeah. It's nice. Dank. Dank Simon. Dankamus.
Whoever just super jumped me, you're gonna get pounded. Was that you, OJ?
Yeah, I was like, oh,
Sorry,
I saw the bomb and I'm like, alright, yeah, I'm done.
I said that went pretty well.
Yikes. Alright, guys, I got one more in me.
Alright.
Let's make it a good one.
Let's make it a good one.
Unless you're on the other team, then make it a bad
Dude,
one.
that was last 799 and 8 kills. That's not bad. We had a
Yeah, we the past 2 games, it's been pretty one-sided. Maybe this one's will mix it up a bit.
One of those like 50.1 to 49.9.
Yeah.
Hope so. Where's my fidget spinner movie, Sony? That's what Mega Geek says in the chat. He wants a fidget spinner movie.
Hey, we got the emoji movie. Who knows?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The biggest trend 3 years ago.
Fidget spinners are stupid, but yeah.
I mean, they actually thought they can do something with the emoji.
What
Yeah,
they
they thought
did.
so. It didn't turn out too well, did it?
They didn't turn out too well, no.
That's
Really?
low score on everything ever.
Lower than those Postal movies? Lower than Dragon Ball Evolution?
Oh, it's worse than that.
That movie, I really hate Dragon Ball Evolution.
I don't know why it exists.
I really hate that movie. That's because I'm a hardcore Dragon Ball Z fan, and in my opinion, they violated every rule, in my opinion, that they could violate.
So that's how I feel about the.
I couldn't get past like the first half hour of that.
Is Triforce Geo a Patreon? Because he's back.
I think he might be. I'm not sure.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Or he's friends with somebody that's playing.
Yeah, he's just friends. He's probably
That's true.
friends with Ro Izzy. He might be friends with Ro Izzy.
I tried to kill like 3 people, but there were 3 of them.
Did you kill?
Did you get one of them?
I killed one.
Okay.
And in the 3v1, killing one is okay.
Got splatted at a... Dude, John's going on a tear. John's going on a tear.
Triforce Geo's pretty good too.
Yeah, he's good.
I got past OJ.
Ro Izzy. I got it. That Sploosh-o-matic. It's way too good up close. I can't get so close to him.
It's just this automatic solution.
This is Sploosh-o-matic.
I'm liking the solution.
Ooh. Ink armor. Had to get rid of it first. Yeah, man. Ink armor's tough.
I just
Flip
killed
to the
the
inside.
boss in the world of Mario vs. Rabbids with counterattacks with Mario achievements.
Wow. Nice. He used all counter attacks.
I ended my turn and he had like 100 HP left, and then he moved, so he got like basically hit 3 times with counterattacks.
Nice.
So much fun.
Murder.
That's funny. Yeah.
Dang it. I hate it when I die. So then can't splat. So close, yet so very, very, very far away.
A little bit more of a fight this time, but yeah, a little bit more of a fight this time, but still kind of bodied.
That's all right.
Still kind of, it's all
Disappointed.
good. Yeah. Well, okay, guys. Well, that wraps it up for this one. We're gonna be playing. Wait a minute. Hold up. No, I gotta play another game. I'm about to level up. One more. Wait. One more.
Down for it.
Okay. One more. Did anyone play Parasite's Eve on the PS1? Yes, I did. I like that game. Natasha says in the chat.
Actually, the only game I actually played on the PS1 was mostly Crash, Spyro, and Tomb Raider.
I played Spider-Man. Spyro was good. I like
if they made a Spyro collection like they did with the Jack collection, I would totally like. No, not Jack. Crash, not Jack. They haven't made it. Well, they have made a Jack collection, but not on the PS4.
Yeah, the PS3 version.
The PS3. Well, I mean, Crash made a big comeback. Well, that's not a Sony IP anymore. Never mind. But if they made a Spyro like trilogy, like HD, I'd be all over that because I thought Spyro was better than Crash. Yeah, I thought Spyro was better than Crash. In my opinion, Spyro was better than Crash. But, yeah.
Especially the new ones were...
Oh no, the new ones were trash and they turned it into Skylanders, but...
Yeah. That was disappointing. I was like, I liked this game. Now I don't.
Now it's Skylanders. And then they didn't even include Spyro in all the new Skylanders ones. Or at least, I don't know if... Yeah, they eventually kicked him out of his own game that he created. He made that franchise and then they kicked him out of his own franchise. Yeah, man, that's rough. That's rough, man. Yeah, from your own multi-million selling game. Is that Scoobert? We got Scoobert on our team, dude. Scooby. Scooby-Dooby-Doo. With the roller. Oh, what? Nice jump.
What?
What?
I didn't like that. I wish I didn't like that either.
Well, I got splat rolled by John. So. Oh no, and Squid just I disappeared.
That was blind. That was just blind, dude.
I got you, Squid.
I'm not inking any turf. I'm not getting any points. I need to start getting some points.
Don't worry, I avenged you, OJ.
Yeah, oh, I saw it on my kill cam. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Pure luck. I was just inking and you swam in and I was like, oh, I can kill somebody.
Well, you did.
And then I got naked. Oh.
What's up, Chris, in the chat?
Triforce Geo.
Oh my god. Okay, yeah, we're getting pushed all the way back to our... I was like, whoa, are we doing that bad? To where, well, right there? Okay.
Well, we could be doing better.
Oh! Just got ran right over by Scuba. Turned the corner and bam.
Oh, come!
I was gonna get you from behind anyway, don't worry.
What?
Well,
I hope I don't level up this match so I can play one more. We made a little push. Okay, we made a little bit at the end there. Just not enough.
That's
yeah, it
close.
wasn't that. It was closer than the rest of those matches.
wow. Look at that.
It is horrible.
That Triforce, he always
good.
came up behind me. I was dead every time I saw him. Most of the time I didn't see him though.
So OJ, you got one more?
Did I not level up? Oh, I did. Okay, yeah. No, I'm dead. I was looking at my phone 'cause I gotta work tonight. So I was looking at my phone to like what articles. Like, there's a ton of stuff that I have to cover. So I was looking like, it's gonna be a long night. And then so I was kind of feeling like my Splatoon character, like meow 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 meow. And I was like, I was. Anyway,
that's what I'm a B- in.
Thank you so much, though, guys. I do appreciate it. I think we had did we have a subscriber that came and I didn't get a shout out? Yeah, we did. Raffy Deadman. Thank you so much, Raffy Deadman, for the subscription. I do appreciate it. Everyone in the chat, make him feel welcome. Get this man a Raffy headband. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I do appreciate it. We'll be back tomorrow with Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, and hopefully Natasha will be joining us for that one. If you want to get, she better. Natasha, we're waiting for you. If you want to get in on the action, please make sure you check out our Patreon page. Pledge any tier. The lowest tier is $1. I'll get you on my friends list, and we'll get you going on any of Splatoon 2. We'll have Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Our current rotation is Splatoon 2 and Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. And then next month, or no, this month, Pokken Tournament is coming out, so we're definitely going to get Pokken Tournament in there, so that's going to be a lot of fun as well. And then ARMS version 3.0 also comes out, so if you want to get in on ARMS version 3.0, Lola Pop, also make sure you check out the Patreon page, pledge $1 or any tier that you want, and they'll get you in to a lot of the different battles and stuff that we do here. So thank you so much to everyone for watching. I do appreciate that, and we will see you guys for the next live stream. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Have a good one. Bye.
Bye. Bye, guys. It was fun.
Super